Hello, everyone, and welcome to Valence League Division 4. This is the game between Prime Zenith and Hentai Haven Academy. I am Clown, I will be casting the draft for you today. So, both teams are very good teams. They obviously made it to the final. Such a big, important game for all of them. Hentai Haven made it through the losers bracket, and Prime Zenith, I'm pretty sure they are undefeated so far. However, Prime Zenith are not playing with their main lineup today. They are missing one of their best players, Mrs. Crocombe. And I think they have Reflection instead. This will be a very exciting series to watch. Yes. And now, blue team just started with a Trundle ban. Trundle ban. Okay, so Hentai Haven banned the Trundle and the Grace away from Wampam. Two champions has been very dominant with, and the Lux coming in with the Lucian banned away from Hentai Haven Academy. And another Ziggs ban away from Professor Bing Bong. He's also been very efficient on that pick and very reliable. And now let's see what Prime Zenith decide to end the bans, the first rotation bans with a Corki ban away from Hentai Haven mid laner. With a first Tamkinch lock-in, that could be a very good flex pick, and Nautilus response now, which can interrupt his engages, can be very good in the bot lane against him, and then can also stop him from escaping. But Tamkinch has that ultimate that stops Nautilus ult from getting to the target. Let's see. And they paired that with Azaya. Another pick, Prof. Bing Bong, has been very playing quite a lot. He's been very good on it. That's why they are in the final. And let's see, Hentai Haven. Hover Shaco for now. I don't think that's an actual pick. I hope it's not an actual pick. But I would be very excited if it is. And then switch to Sejuani, one of Coaster traps. But no, it's actually the Hecarim picked up, and it's also a big comfort for Coaster trap. Let's see what they will answer in the bot lane. I would expect an ADC pick here, and then probably a jungle pick coming in from Prime Zenith. But first we need the ADC from Hentai Haven Academy. Oh, and the Varus has been picked by Prime Zenith. Sorry, I just had a little problem. And then with the Orn answer, not a jungle response, straight with a top laner for Slap. And then a Vex ban coming through from Prime Zenith, and then answer is Viego. taking it away from Brampam. They are trying to limit Brampam's champion pool because since Mrs. Kokombi is missing, Brampam has to step up and be the carry for the team. And now let's see what they decide to blind pick here in the jungle. It will be the Diana. Well, it's not a blind pick, it's a counter pick towards the Hecarim. Let's see what Billy the Bird will answer here with. And he looks at the Malzahar, very good ultimate, looking to just stop the Diana engage from happening and then lock her down. The good CC coming out from the team of Hentai Haven Academy. With the Janna pick, a lot of disengage here. Again, stopping that Diana. They just don't want Brampam to play the game. They have the Virus ult, the Malzahar ult, the Tam Kench ult to stop Nautilus from engaging, and the Janna. And it seems to be this. It seems to be like Tam Kench is gonna go top here, and then a Yasuo answering the mid lane for Reflection. I think this is.
Well, hello everyone. If you can hear me, this is Jeff, your PvP caster, and sorry for joining late. I faced a bit of the technical difficulties, but hopefully that will be all right now. Hello, Cloud. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect. Can you hear me?
Lovely.
Yeah, so
all right, so thanks for breaking it down the draft for us. Again, I'm a little bit late. I'm just looking at all these champions on my screen. This is Heaven Academy against Prime Zenith, right? And this is the winners bracket. So this is the grand final. The winner takes all. Winners take Division 4 champion, all the bragging rights, all the glory for the season. This is the BO5 to watch, right?
They become the cool kids.
That's it. Yeah.
They will become the cool kids of Division 4. And who do you think has the upper hand in this game?
I mean, the last time these two teams met was in the winners bracket final, and it was. I mean, I wish I could say it was. I was casting that series. I wish I could say it was close, but it wasn't. It was quick 3-0 over the Prime Zenith. It was a very dominant performance coming out from all 5 members of this team. And yeah, some players to watch for is definitely Brampam had a very amazing series against Heaven Academy in that series. The jungler for Prime Zenith here was always around the map making early plays and making sure these early to mid game is always working out for them. And yeah, just in general, the team fight, the teamwork and communication coming out from Prime Zenith is always on point. Playing any team, or especially playing Heaven Academy as well, they always have their number in the last series to play against them. So we're gonna see. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see if Heaven Academy here can if they have talked things through, if they can make some improvement, make some communication, just fix some errors, and come into this series, maybe surprise us a little bit, because the overwhelming favorite right now is definitely for Prime Zenith here.
And I'm very excited for this first game because Brampam has actually role swapped to mid lane this first game. I know he used to be a mid lane player. I know he used to be an Yasuo main. I'm very excited to see what he's going to bring for us this game. Pair with the Diana, I think he's set up for success.
I mean, yeah, like you said, the Yasuo Diana combo, bread and butter, test and trusted. And yeah, that Ornn with the engage as well. There's so much setup for this Yasuo to play around. And yeah, once you get through that laning phase and have some items against under your belt, navigating that team fight is going to be a lot easier with all these setups. You have the Nautilus as well. Every champion has a knockup to set yourself up. Well, meanwhile, on the other side of the map, you have the Malzahar, you have the Varus, just very immobile champions as well. Once these champions get engaged in a 5v5 team fight, it's going to be really hard for them to get out of. They do have the Janna, which is a very, very protective pick. You can always use the ultimate to get yourself out of trouble. So again, very interesting. Got to see how Heaven Academy want to play around that 5v5 team fight, because the engage coming out from Prime Zenith is absolutely lethal.
Yeah, I quite say I like the engage, but I like more the disengage potential and the lockdown potential of the Hentai Haven Academy team here. If Diana or Yasuo make a wrong move, they're gonna get CC to oblivion. And it's not gonna be happy times.
It's not gonna be happy times, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, just like a very interesting. I think Malzahar here pick into the Yasuo again. Yasuo is a champion with a lot of skill expression, a lot of like just solo kill potentials as well. But yeah, you do have a bit of the counter, I guess, when Yasuo dives in, ults into the back line, into these team fights. You know, push your outplay button, push the suppression, and you can keep the Yasuo controlled for a little bit.
And then
Yeah, good to see how I navigate that team fight while we are getting a pause here as we are getting into the game.
I will be heading out right now, and then Gubax will take over for the rest of the cast.
Yeah, I'm here, guys. Thank you for the draft analysis, Cloud.
No worries.
Appreciate your input, man.
Goodbye, guys. Good luck with the cast.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, it's been a fantastic 5 minutes casting with you. It's been a pleasure.
All right, Jeff, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you, man?
I am okay, man. All right, I think
So,
we are
so
in
Goobux
the
here.
game.
Well, yeah, you are just a little bit of info for our viewers. You're the coach here for Prime Zenith, actually. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm the coach for Prime Zenith, and I will try to be objective as much as possible. But I cannot make any promises.
Okay. Well, again, we were talking about this on stream a little earlier. If the last series is any indication, Prime Zenith is gonna absolutely smash the series. They just look a tier above everyone else, and
Well,
yeah.
As a completely objective caster, I would say I just hope for a fun games. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, maybe the series let's hope the series goes to distance. Again, last time they meet, it was a quick 3-0 for Prime Zenith. I think Heaven Academy had their moments. They found some good early advantages and plays around the map. But when it comes to mid game to late game team fight, it just seems like Prime Zenith is just a tier above. The 5 members coordinating the team fight so perfectly. Yeah, it just seems like this like hurdle that Heaven Academy can really seem to overcome. We're gonna see. I think that is maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. I'm not exactly sure. So let's see if they have a fresh look this time around.
All right, let's do the 10-second check.
Yep. Oh, I'm watching the stream, so it's just you. Yeah.
All right. I'm on. Yeah, okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
And we are back onto the map for some action in this first game of the series. Let's see if there is any shenanigans for the level 1 here. Seems like Prime Zenith is looking for something. The Nautilus level 1 is really strong. A lot of lockdown, crowd control here. Maybe just want to do a standard clear here, but 5-man bot will be spotted out by Jenna, I believe. The Drench might have to look for it, but the Tornado will be able to disengage the rest of the team. So that's no harm, no foul here for level 1.
Yeah, it seems that Heaven went for a standard 5-point while Zenith was looking for something because, as you mentioned, the Nautilus is a lot of CC early on. But well played by Yon, found the invade here. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit vision, yeah, a little bit vision laid down as well. You can see once they know the distribution of the members on the side of Prime Zenith, goes in for war. Just a little bit of that jungle information would help them a lot to navigate these early games. But yeah, let's look at the matchup here. The top lane is gonna be the thing is, I remember I was quite surprised, I guess, to see Tom Kench still appearing here on the top side, because a few patches ago the top lane Kench is being nerfed and he is being played a lot more to support at this point of the game, right? But still, is it still a viable pick for the top lane?
I wouldn't say it's viable for top lane anymore. However, I know that Charmander is very comfortable in that champion, and I think in VL comfort is always and will always be above what is viable at the current moment. If you can play your champion to its absolute best limits, then you will just outperform someone who's playing let's say, meta or something that is viable. Oh, nice exchange on the mid lane.
Very aggressive trading coming out in mid lane. The Ari will help a little bit for the side of Malzahar, but has to chuck that pot very early on. And yeah, like you said, I think, especially I think Charmin the Nerd, I think he, do correct me if I'm wrong, but he did swap to top lane, right? I mean, again, at least in the last series, I remember him being the AD carry for the Heaven Academy team. Do correct me if I am wrong, but yeah, it's just like, well, you're playing a tank, you know, it doesn't really matter, just farm reasonably, and you are against the Orange, so this is gonna be just a sausage fest on the top side, excuse me. Yeah, farming a little bit, be that huge tank for your team, and yeah, just like, it doesn't really matter if you fall behind or anything. Will be a relatively calm and chill laning phase, at least for the first 10 minutes for these two top laners.
Alright, so something happened that we missed is that Hecarim, he started his red and he stole the Diana's blue. Right now, if you hover over, you can see Hecarim has double buffs, and he's taken his blue now. So that's a good start by Trap right now.
Yeah, it's very cheeky as well.
Yeah, he just 3-buffed the Diana. That's well played.
Yeah, on the top side here, the wave is looking a little bit awkward for Terminal Nerd. He doesn't have a lot of health to work with, but still very safe pick. Excuse me, the Tom Kench here will be to get out. Early action looking for Dredge might flash away from, but locks down the Varus under the turret, has to flash as well. So both summoners burns for side of Heaven Academy. Good gang coming in. Maybe you want to look for a second round as well. You can see the Diana here still staying around. The top side is looking for a 1v1. A brittle proc onto the Kench. Very low, but still have that Abyssal Voyage to get away. So we'll be just walking around. Looking for a base, probably here.
So you were talking about how some people have changed their positions from the last game. And it's not that just Sean Mender that changed his position. Also for Prime Zenith, their mid laner, Kraft, is not here in the final. And instead of him, their jungler, Bram, he is the mid laner at the moment. And their top laner moved to the jungle position. And then the substitute is playing top lane at the moment, Reflection.
Everyone's just firefighting here.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
There's action. A little bit of action in the mid lane. I'm gonna take over here. Can he also survive? First bullet goes over to Bram. The mid lane. The double kill goes forward. Absolutely busting this game wide open here for Brian Zenith.
Oh my god, Bram with the 2v1.
Oh no.
Well played, Bram. That was really well played by him.
Yeah.
He navigated the E around the minions to make a lot of space for himself, and until he gets his knocked up the Hecarim and killed him, and then just went on the Malzahar and killed him as well. This is a really good start for the Yasuo. You could see that he has his magic mantle right now, and I have a feeling it's going to be a QSS, a very early QSS, which means Malzahar. Okay, top lane. Ooh.
Flashes forward, looking for the Q, looking for the E, but now won't deliver him back. One more auto. Charmin the Nerd looking for the comfort pick and find a solo kill on the top side. Well played.
Yeah, comfort always win in VL. Like, even though you don't see Tom Kench top lane anymore, and actually, funnily enough, Ornn top lane is and the meta now. Oh, the flash engage.
Flash engage, knowing that the summoner spell is not available, but a beautiful tornado just to disengage. The ignite used as well. The piercing arrow connects just to find a little bit of trade, so no harm, no foul. Again, the end of the day, flash blown for Nautilus as well. But yeah, the bot lane here still surviving. Again, like you said, the Janna, the very safe pick, just keeping the bot lane alive here, stabilizing a little bit fear for the Heaven Academy bot lane.
That was so good of a Q. It knocked up 3 people. Like,
yeah, right?
It knocked up all of them. It just stopped that gank on its heels. Okay, they're going for the dive on the... Oh, the Janna overstayed.
This is a mistake. Yeah, you can't stay here all by your own. The blade collar goes out, and the kill goes over to Zaya. The Valkyrie gets out in a slimmer of health as well, the
Yeah.
skin of his teeth, but he will be alright. So kill scores 1, 2,
Vikram is
3 in
coming.
favor of Zenith here in the early game, yeah.
Yeah, I think Mr. Ping Pong has overstayed here. And okay, that's a good flash, but I think he's dead regardless unless he uses heal. Yeah, he uses heal. Alright,
That's
both
a summon as
sums
well.
from Mr. Prof Ping Pong gone here. For the price of, I don't know what to call it. It wasn't even a plate. But alright, that's a good trade on the mid lane. So right now I would say that Brime Zenith is sitting comfortably in the lead, other than top lane, I think. The Diana is farming comfortably, already has assists on her back. She's gonna get level 6 soon. The Yasuo is very far ahead, and once he gets Q assists, he can go even crazier in lane. And bot lane have the CS advantage and a kill in their account as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, to the point we were talking about, you mean the top lane isn't doing so great. He is like 10 CS down, but you know, you're an Ornn. You get to level 13, you start handing out items to your team, and that's what you do. Being a huge tank, you know, when your team wants to fight, press your R, call the Ornn horn, start the team fight, tank it up on the front side. That's literally what you do. It doesn't really matter you're 10 CS, 20 CS down to your opponent. It is absolutely okay. And like you said, yeah, Prime Zenith absolutely chilling here 8 minutes into the game, and yeah, very stabilized situation. You can see we're just gonna see how, if once this Yasuo came online, we're just gonna make some plays with this Dyna all the way around the map.
Yeah, you can see that the Yasuo completed his Q assist right now, and he's really far ahead on CS. That's like 30 plus CS difference. It's kind of big.
That's a lot, yeah. That's a lot. I mean, this is one of those my solo kill enemy Yasuo performers we were looking at. Yeah, again, he's like 100 CS in 9 minutes. Like, this man is absolutely controlling this matchup. And the Drake started already here for Prime Zenith. Maybe they want to do something here for Hand of Academy. The tornado almost steals it, but the Diana will secure the first Drake of the game.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw like 120 HP there. I was like, oh no. Alright. I mean, objective caster, I was like, oh, Pog, actually. But yeah, this Yasuo definitely doesn't look like your teammate Yasuo. It looks like the enemy team Yasuo, right? Making plays and everything. Let's just hope that he's not also flaming his teammates at the moment. You know, being a Yasuo player and all.
And yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye for that. Yeah, keep an eye for that all chat. Just saying.
Oh no. Okay, this is the insight from the coach here for Prime Zenith. Knows this player very well. Giving us a little bit of the sneak peek here.
I'm only making content.
Well, that's what you gotta tell your team, man. That's what you gotta tell your team. They gotta watch the stream back after they finish the game, man. You gotta be careful.
Oh, this is... Wait, Hecarim is bot side.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening here on the bot side. Flash away from the Nautilus. Valkyrie has to get it with, but Onslaught Shadow's absolutely beautiful. Locks down 2 on the front side. Beautiful, gets onto the back corner, but it's not enough. The Feather Storm goes out. Can the Blade Collar be enough? The rest of the team kite around it. It's gonna be 2 quick kills over to Heaven Academy on the bot side. Beautifully played by the jungler here. Coaster Trap making a play.
Yeah, that was... So... The wave was slow pushing. That was a huge wave, by the way, that they decided to fire on. It was like a cannon wave plus 2-3 waves. And the Hecarim already had the read. He was just hiding in the bush, and that was 2 easy double kills for Hentai Haven. That was good. Meanwhile, Braum was taking the Herald on his own.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a jungler. This is just absolutely disgusting. You can see 1 versus 2. Have no fear with the wind wall. Just kites around it. Does eat a little bit of damage. But the rest of the team is here for support. So takes that plate. We'll be just happy to call the end of that play. But yeah, as a jungler, it just sucks so much. You make a play. The rest it kills the enemy jungler. But the enemy laner is so far ahead. He can just go for take Drake and have no consequences. and yeah, make a play for himself. Gets a little bit goal at the backhand of that. You can see, even after that bot lane fight, it's still goal lead here for the side of Prime Zenith. Just to show how much impact Rampam is here having in this point of the game.
And the reason Bram could step up in that trade on mid lane after he spawned the Herald is because that QSS that he has in his inventory right now. This, like, ulting him as Malzahar is just useless. Because, like, it's a waste for a very long cooldown ulti that he could just press one button and then it's just gone.
Yeah, so much. Well, I mean, whenever you have to play against that champion, always pay your tax, and he paid that tax nice and early on to give that just comfort and safety of mind when playing that. Just play as aggressive as he wants, knowing that he wouldn't be punished that hard with that ultimate that often comes to mind. But yeah, again, just you can see the Yasuo going into the river, applying a lot of pressure on the side lane. This Varus here has to be very, very careful. The Pinsky era, just looking for some pokes as well. Yeah, the Varus, I think this is going to be a lethality build for him as well. So very, very strong in the early game. But yeah, a personal experience with this champion, I don't know if I'm playing it wrong, to be honest, but it just is nowhere near as strong as a Xayah here as the game goes on. Especially, I think that right now the Xayah is building towards that sort of like the mana immune poke Xayah, but still the Feather can do so much in the teamwork, in the later 5 teamwork, that just the Varus just cannot match that kind of DPS.
Yeah, you could see the Varus is also having the same build. Okay, this is a huge fight.
Yeah, this is gonna be 4 versus 3. It's getting melted on the front side. Moonstone keep himself alive. The shield, the ignite is still taking down, but Jada make it out alive. The grand escape is absolutely beautiful, and they keep their support alive under the turret. The play is not gonna work out, but again, Prime Zen is looking for blood around the map.
Yeah, Jana is still the queen of peeling, man. Like they landed the perfect combo that they wanted. Yasuo had his time, had his ulti as well. Jana pressed one button. I mean, sure, she had to waste flash, but they got nothing out of it. Although this gives the prior to Brian Zenith for this upcoming Drake. It's a cloud. Definitely would be interested to look what the map is going to be after this Drake. But it seems there's going to be a fighter on this Drake. Maybe Hentai Haven looking to contest.
Well, the Prime Zenith is first on the Drake, and they have the absolutely.
Oh, it's going fast.
There is a ward in the pit, but there's no members from the Hentai Heaven Academy around it. So the second Drake give it over 15-minute point of the game. So this will be a soul point very, very soon. It is an Ocean Soul, so quite strong soul again in this point of a game. Just mounting pressure on the side of Heaven Academy here as they go deeper and deeper into this game.
Yeah, especially that you have these Ornn, Tam Kench, and then you have like a bit of Boke on both the bot laners. So whoever gets this soul is gonna be very happy to get it. Like usually you don't want Ocean Soul in team comps where it's just like a bursty, like someone just get insta one shot. But depending on like how these two team comps are going, both teams will be definitely looking for that soul.
Here's the top play coming out. The Warhorn will be caught. The Business Voyage flashed away from, so will keep himself safe at the end of the day. No harm, no foul. Blowing that summoner spell nice and early, not really letting the Dino get onto him, and that will be the top play there. Piercing Arrow actually canceled the recall. You have to be very, very careful here. They may want to make a play onto this. Tornado is still up and early. The Feather Swarm used a very early flash as well. The Blade Collar actually locks down Jenna on the turret. Can they get out here? I believe they will. The Ore is caught on the front side. Another grabs, lock him down, a suppressant that eats the kitchen sink, throw onto his face, and Reflection will be taken down facing black and white screen.
Yeah, that's a dead on. However, the Yasuo will get the first tower in the game. Is it the first tower in the game? I think it is, right?
So,
yeah, it is. Yeah, that's very good for Yasuo. This Yasuo is so far ahead of his opponent at the moment. Yasuo has 8k gold.
Oh god.
And the Malzahar has 5.1.
That's like the
So
full item ahead, yeah.
that is huge. I mean, if you take the tax, the QSS tax, that's like half an item ahead, right? So
Yeah, true.
it's not that bad, I guess. Okay.
Ooh, cancels the
Oh,
recall here. Knocked up. Warm. Maybe
you
want to
can
look
go
for
for
more.
it.
But the Kench is still very, very tanky. Just that healing. I swear, there's no way to kill that champion. The champion is just busted. I hate seeing that. Walk his
Yeah.
fat ass out of there. No harm, no foul. Boss side here. Maybe looking for the turret. The Diana is roaming down here. But in the end of the day, still just farming up relatively even across the map.
So for the Zaya and the Varus, they both kind of play similar, right? Whoa, are we gonna see a dive coming in bot lane?
Valkyrie still want to walk forward. I don't know why the Janus is doing that. I want to check the bush. There's 4 members down the bottom side. Ornn is facing a very perilous situation on the top side. Meanwhile, Onslaught Shadow brings him back. Flashes away from. Does he still have the Ornn horn? We'll be calling that right now. Knocks him up. Actually fights the return kill on Charmin and Nerd. 1 versus 2 on the top side. Knocks down the horse. That will not be enough. But 1 versus 2 finds a return kill. While meanwhile, the bot side, the team is looking for the play. I think both of the bot laner from Have Academy is dead. So again, Prime Zenith running the map over on this play.
That was huge. 2 for 1. I mean, in a 2v1, that was 1 for 1 on top side, and then the Hentai Haven bot lane just got decimated. Their tower is gone. They got killed. And the Malzahar couldn't really do anything. He just pushed a wave on the mid lane, and that was that for him. Okay, so they're gonna recall now. We gonna see a couple items being built. I suppose the Zaya will finish her Manamune. No, not yet. Okay. The next objective is gonna be this soul point for Prime Zenith with the Ocean Drake. They already have the vision. You can see the lower quarter of the map. There is 3 control wards on that Drake already sitting there. Like, imagine being Hentai Haven, where you have to walk into this danger zone, and there is a Nautilus hook just sitting there in some random ocean bush. You know.
Yeah.
That's a scary situation for a Janna, for a Hecarim, for a Varus, for everyone.
No, I mean, I think, yeah, it's just the Nautilus can engage on you and like 24/7. That's what it does. Once you step 1 step just too far forward, Valkyrie sure is gonna look for that hook. And yeah, I think last time we were sort of doing an interview with Valkyrie after their series against the Have Academy, and he said he just loved this champion Nautilus, strong, engage, like the Leona, like the Nautilus, and just, yeah, is a very aggressive player as well. He said always looking for play, always helping his team out. Oh, here Zaya actually secures the kill. The kill of the Drake. The Onslaught of Shadow goes in. It's not gonna be enough, and 1 more kill goes over the Prime Zenith. In the end of the day, they are on soul point, staring on social soul, but still 1 more flashes forward. The charge knocks up 2, but there's no follow up on the Prime Zenith. So in the end of the day, that will conclude the warfare here in the Drake pit.
You see how Valk flashed on the Varus? He just did it to put the fear of God into him. He didn't really. Yeah, he's like, I'll show you how to be a psychopath. All right. Okay.
Oh man, the Devour coming out from the top side, or maybe finds himself in a little bit perilous situation. We'll be having the brittle proc. This 1v1 is absolutely boring.
Oh my god, what is this?
Knocks him up, but the Chench is not killable.
What? Oh my god, what is this?
Just, yeah, sure, Ornn's win, Kench kills him as well. I have no idea what's happening. Does it matter anymore in the end of the day? I don't know. It's just, yeah.
That was the noodle or sausage fight you were talking about. That just was so tank fight. They were exchanging auto attacks abilities all the way, and you could see how skillful that was as well, right?
Yeah.
2 tanks just going at it.
No, I think with all due respect to the players, I don't really think they know what's going on either. You just press your abilities and auto attacks off cooldowns. Just try to, oh my god, am I healing? Is he healing? Like, what do you do in that? How do you calculate that kind of solo 1v1? It is not like a Yasuo or tornado calculating the damage and get yourself out. No, you just stand your ground, and who backs out, who's I don't want to say the word, but Yeah, just like stand your ground, auto each other until one of you die, and both of them died. So it's just a very, just what an accelerating fight that was. Wow.
Okay, being objective and all, but that was really well played as well by the Orn, because he kept his brittle to interrupt the knockup from the Tomkinch. So as far as skill go, that's probably as high as it gets in that matchup, I guess.
Very
But yeah,
skillful matchup. Yeah.
oh, Jeff, you seems like you hate this
No, yeah.
noodles fight
I'm gonna
on the
behave
top lane.
now. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see
Oh, he also
another.
got eaten.
Yeah, there's a power here from the top side. Again,
he
the
just
Kent is
doing
not
so much
killable.
damage.
There's a lot of damage coming out
Oh
from
my
ground time. He just
God.
stands his ground and slashed that catfish into pieces. It's sushi time for the Japanese Swarmman with the ponytail on the top side. Finds another solo kill for himself.
Yeah, that was well played by Bram. Okay, so their siege in the Prime Zenith siege in the top side. They seem to be interested around the Baron at the moment. I mean, 23 minutes, Varus' bot side. It's probably a good time to establish vision, see if you can fish something, and then just start it. Okay, they're just starting it with a ward next to them.
They don't give any crap. Like on the vision, they just want to start Baron, come in. We want to fight you. The Orn is on the flank.
Orn has a
Janna
flank
maybe stepping a
position.
little bit too deep, but they want to bait this
Oh,
fight
Janna's
all
going.
along. They want to go into the Janna. Poor support
Oh.
just gets knocked up and slashed up. Also, the Shadow dives in his backline, but there's no follow up. The big cloud is absolutely beautiful. The Wombo combo comes into effect.
My God.
My God, he also will die in the end, but they will secure the big purple worm on the map, and that's Prime Zenith running over first game here in this best of 5 series.
Okay, objective caster, that was really, like a treat to the eye to see that Wombo combo, not gonna lie. Seeing the Zaya ulti upon
My
the
God.
Diana ulti, that was so well played. Prime Zenith now, they have Baron. And they will move bot side now. 50 seconds for that sweet, sweet Ocean Soul.
Oh yeah,
I don't think Itai even can contest that. They're so late with the respawns. I mean, Tomkinch is moving topside without TP as well. They're just gonna give it.
No, I mean, if you are, like you said, if you are having Academy, what are your options right now? You are literally hoping for a miracle. You don't really have scaling on the side of things. You do have you have a Mel Zalhar and you have a Varus. I mean, there is some potential for looking for a pick in the jungle, like around the map. But with the aggressive vision set down for Prime Zenith, with how much prior they can guarantee around the map in the river, it's just really not really realistic to look for that sort of thing. And yeah, the team fight is going absolutely in a landslide over to Prime Zenith. He can't really walk in, he can't really go in.
Yeah.
And the Drake, the Ocean Soul, will be secure just to demonstrate how terrifying this composition is at 5v5 team comp.
The only chance they had is that a steal from the Hecarim, but Hecarim couldn't even get to it. He tried on the last soul, but it didn't really work out.
Yeah, just Valkyrie flashes, Drench Light hits absolutely nothing but air, and we love to see it. His players very aggressive on the Nautilus. The accuracy can be it can be improved, but yeah, the heart is what we wanted to see, as the team here doesn't really give any thought on it. Just 5v5 siege on the mid lane turret. They still have the Baron buff and power minion, so we'll be able to just push this up. The defense coming out is absolutely amazing, though. Like Melzahar's wave clearance is still relatively strong with the tornado as well. We'll be just able to hold down for a second, but this wave comes in. The Drench line goes forward, the engage comes out. Valkyrie walks away. The Cauda Forge God hits onto absolutely no one. So that's one very important cooldown actually expended. Maybe they were looking for this. The last breath actually hits on the back line. Brempam here has to get away. The moonfall here on the back side. The shutdown actually goes over to the Hecarim. Excuse me, the Blade Collar, and this team fight is messy, but you for sure Prime Zenith is winning. They clean, they mop the floor where they stand 3 members dead on the side of Heaven Academy as they are bulldozing down at this mid lane.
Tomkin saw that his team is being sieged and he's still on top side. What is he? Is he
Nah,
just
let's
like,
let's
yeah,
go next. Yeah, he's like,
yeah, he's going next. He just want to go for game two, I guess. Well played by Prime Zenith. That was really well played, and excited to see what's going to happen for game two.
well, as coach for Zenith, yeah, because they are absolutely slamming this. Are we going for? Are you gonna have a game four? We don't know, but come find out in the second game of the series to see if Hentai Heaven, I mean, can turn this around, as they have to turn this around, because this has been a very dominant performance from Prime Zenith here. So catch you guys later. Well, hello everyone. If I believe we're on stream right now, and yeah, this is gonna be game. Yes, thank you very much. I'm just confirming with the producer here. Yeah, so we are. Well, where's my manners? Excuse me. Oh, welcome everyone back to game 2 of the series between Hentai Heaven and Prime Zenith. As the players are still getting ready, we will bring you updates on that, and we should be getting to the pick and ban phase really soon. And in fact, yeah, we are still waiting for Prime Zenith here, which they just confirmed they're ready. So should be getting to game anytime soon, and I will be bringing you just for the draft phase. I'll be here alone, all by my own, to break down the draft, to break down the team composition, the champion choices for you guys, and then I'll be joined by Goobox, like game 1, for the color casting for the actual game. But yeah, let's get into the draft. And again, if you were here with us during game 1, there's something there's just the draft for Hentai Heaven Academy. It's just not working out. The team, they don't really have any kinds of early game elements. They don't have any kind of scaling going to the late game as well. They let the Bram Bam's Yasuo run loose in the early game, and it's just hell for them from that point on. So you can see the ban coming out, the Yasuo and the Yone. They don't want to deal with none of that crap coming out from Bram Bam. Again, this man is a jungler swapped to mid lane for Prime Zenith, and just been slapping these kids in the mid lane, left, right, front, and back in the first game. So again, a lot of target ban coming out. You can see a lot of things they don't want to deal with. But yeah, it's just hopefully again, and Heaven Academy, you would say again, this is from a perspective that we've seen several series against Prime Zenith before, and yeah, you can see it is good to say that all 5 players individually are slightly better on the side of Prime Zenith. So if you are Hentai Academy, you have to draft comfort, you have to draft team fight, you have to draft easy to execute wombo combos. This is you cannot allow a margin of error. You cannot allow any kinds of just a very hard skill expression comes. It has to be on point. It has to be your bread and butter for you to get an edge into this matchup, because yeah, like we said, I think Prime Zenith is just a really strong team. Team fights wise, early game play, navigating around the map. They do have the personnel to call they just seem to be calling the right play at every single time. And you can see here the first 2 picks, a little bit like I talked about, I guess. Just misfortune. The bullet time sets up everything perfectly. You just need to stand back and find to be sometimes a beautiful misfortune ultimate is what makes or break a team fight. And the Leona, a lot of lockdown, crowd control. If the solo fair hits on amount of people together with the misfortune, can absolutely turn the tide on team fight. But yeah, the first 3 rotation here coming out from Zenith as well. You can see Zaya and Braum very strong bot lane duo here in response into the Leona. Just this engaged support, melee engaged support. Brahms is always so good into. It's just that passive stacking and the counter engage coming out is very impressive. So the Leona actually, the Yoon here, definitely need to think twice before going in these 2v2 exchanges. The Shen picked for the top lane as well. Again, very supportive champion. Definitely want to play on the weak side, supporting the rest of the team. Look for these numbers advantage, using the ultimate to join the fight. And with this is the start of the season with the TP sort of nerfed as well. These sort of semi-globals, we do need to keep our eyes on that. When the Shen hits a level 6, if they can find any sort of proactive place around the map. But yeah, the second benefit coming in, you can see the Or banned away from Heaven Academy as well. They don't really want to deal with that in the first game. Has been a really reliable engage. Just that rock on the front line and a reliable engage whenever they want to start off a team fight. The Camille will be banned away as well. Very strong split pushing threat here for the side of tops. Here for the side of Prime Zenith, as we are going to see what their last pick is. Again, they have matched up with Heaven Academy before, and they never run into any kinds of trouble when it comes to champion matchups. So here we'll be just betting out some conference, betting out something that they don't want to play into. because whatever secret sort of strategy having Academy has in their back pocket, they need to pull it out right now. And the Cassidy and Hover here might be something that absolutely flips the game. This thing scales like a monster. He said it will be the Rumble as well. So in the jungle, I believe it will be Shen will be definitely going to top or support, but we do have a Leona, so will be Shen top and the Rumble, or can be Rumble top and Shen jungle. I personally am an absolute fan of the Shen jungle pick. Absolutely amazing, love it. Very underrated. But yeah, we're gonna see that only when we get into the game. It's gonna be really interesting. Sion will be locked in here. So again, just huge tanks on the top side, going in the lines of that Ornn, the Sion. Just farm up safe, building tank, and just being that rock on the front side for your team. Allowing the rest of the characters to play very, very easily. And here, the last pick here will be locked in. This is a blind pick mid lane for, could be Rumble mid as well. Sorry for missing that, but it will be the Orianna. I mean, I don't know what we're expecting. It's safe, farm up, look for shockwaves. That's basically what you do. Not a lot of setup, I guess. Traditionally, we were talking about a lot of these Orianna, Hecarim combo, Orianna, Malphite combo. But yeah, not really a absolute perfect delivery system for Orianna here. The Sion can charge into the front line. But yeah, I have to look for a lot of that setup for himself. But if anything we take away from the first game is Bram Pammon is absolutely amazing in finding these plays and just being a very strong laner and in team fight as well. But the Annie here will be played in response into Orianna. Again, just very this is what we're talking about, I guess. Very simple to execute, bread and butter champion. You run up to people, you flash, you have a bear set on them, stun the whole team, deletes the whole thing. It does basically what a champion do. So we're gonna see how well obviously and have an Academy here can navigate that and have a fairly strong team comp. It will be the Rumble jungle, I believe, here for Coaster Trap here. So we will see, again, not really a pick that we see very much often in this point of the game since the start of the new season, I guess. It was a really strong pick in the last Worlds meta, I think, which is like almost half a year ago. So yeah, we'll definitely see how this Rumble will be doing in the jungle. But on the other side of things, just looking at this comp, you have the Annie, you have the Misfortune. And again, maybe the Wombo combo we're talking about, Leona, Rumble. Just throw your ultimate onto the rest of the team. Hit as many people as possible. The more people you hit, the more likely you are going to win the team fight. As I am here joined by, hopefully, Goopbox.
Hello.
He's finishing the draft. Hello, how are you doing? Are you happy with the comp you got? What do you think?
I think our team comp is comfort basically. It's so they got a bit of a Bram Yasuo taste last game. And they were like, oh shit, we have to ban Braum champ people. So they get rid of the Yasuo with the Yone. And we put Braum back on jungle. And our top laner, Kali Slat, he used to play mid lane once upon a time. And we just put him on the mid lane. And we'll see how it goes. But as you can see, Haven also built the a triumph card that they were hiding up their sleeves. So Charmander, who used to be their ADC, is now in mid lane playing the good old Annie. And their mid laner moved to the support position. And they also definitely play in a team comp that we've never seen them play. We scrimmed them a lot of times.
Right.
This play so many times. And we've never seen them play this type of team combo, like a Wombo combo. So it's going to be a good games. Like everyone is pulling something new. It's going to be good to watch.
Yeah, it feels like, I mean, I think what I was saying this, because like, this is, I know this is game 2, but this is not the last game of the series, but it does feel like having Academy here is like scrapping the bottom of the barrel. Like if they have anything left in the tank, they gotta bring it out. And yeah, maybe this is secret strat. Maybe this is absolutely first time new, and they're gonna absolutely crumble on stage. We don't know, but yeah, the like you said, I think just the wombo combo looks good. I was literally saying this, just like you have Rumble, Leona, Annie, Misfortune. You throw 4 ultimates onto the rest of the enemy team. As the more people you hit, the more likely you're gonna win the team fight. As simply as it is. Shen just ultimate whoever is in low health. Try to crowd control as much people as possible. It is a very easy to execute team comp, like a team fight comp, I guess. And when executed to perfection, it can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, exactly. They can just pile their arms on top of each other, and it's going to be spectacular for them. However, in order to do that, they would need to do a lot of different, minute stuff. Not get too far behind the lane, be there in exact time, and for the Zenith team comp, they're kinda a catch team comp with Abram and the Trundle. Okay, let's do the 10-second check.
Yep. Let's do that right now. No, I'm not. Sorry, I just got into the game. Lol. Okay, I'm at 10 now. So, do you want to count us down?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Okie dokie, and we're back in the game. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, so I was saying that Zenith Team Comp is all about getting ahead early on, like catching them with the Braum, with Scion and Trundle as well, and just make sure that they stay staggered. They cannot stay as 4 or 5 people to do the wombo combo. But we'll see how, like, execution, better execution is everything in this game. And the mental advantage is with Prime Zenith at the moment. I would say based on game 1, let's just say.
Yeah, and I think one thing to notice is as well, if you look at on your screen, they bring in a substitute for have an Academy here as well. Motor Joe will be substituting into the top lane. Yeah, just maybe you want to bring well, maybe the guy is just not available, has some dinner plans, has to go somewhere. We don't know, but yeah, let's just assume they want to bring some fresh faces, bring some new perspectives into this match. Because yeah, whatever they are planning is not working for them in game 1, and honestly hasn't been working for the last series as well. I keep coming back to this. It is just yeah, the first game went as exactly the same as the last 3 games when the Prime Zenith has the early game, has the mid game, they have the superior team fighting, and the composition from Heaven Academy is a little bit questionable as well. But yeah, they just have the game in their palm. Whenever they want to end it, they close their fists, and they will be able to do so. Again, the second game here, a little bit change on the composition. We were talking about a little bit more confident with what Hentai Heaven here drafted. So we'll see how they navigate their champions through these early and mid game as well.
Yeah, definitely this is the best chance for Hentai Haven to win a game, because their team comp is as easy as it gets to play. It's so one-dimensional, it's so easy to execute, and it's way superior to Zenith's and easier to play. So if we're gonna have a good series, and I hope we have a good series, this is it. I hope we see Hentai Haven doing some mad plays this game.
Yeah, we're hoping for at least game 4. You know, not repeating history here. This is the grand finals, and we want to see a close match. We want to see this series go the distance. But meanwhile, here you can see the Braum actually invading the top side. Is he stealing away the red buff, or I'm not really looking on the map here?
He's just sitting there, waiting, anticipating.
Yeah.
Like a lion for that Rumble. But Rumble is not even interesting. He's not even going top side. He's going bot side, and Braum's still waiting. Okay, he decided to take that red buff. I think Braum will 3-buff the Rumble this game.
Meanwhile, on the mid lane here is going to be really interesting. Braum is still walking forward, flashes towards his jungler. If the Rumble overchases, this is going to be a very perilous situation. The Coaster Trap nicely decide to disengage, but Gil
Rumble?
walks onto the
Rumble
back lane.
doesn't have flash?
This is going to be really
Oh
interesting.
my god.
Over to Tron, though, and just a bit of a perplexing play. Maybe wasn't expecting that much damage to come out. The pillar blocks his escape path as well, and he falls in this just a very confusing situation.
Yeah, Rumble wasted his flash to get on the Orianna, and then he proceeded to just like wiggle his tail in front of Braum without his flash, and probably, as you said, he thought he has more damage than he had, or Braum would do less damage, but first blood goes to Braum and the 3 buffs. This Rumble is really behind right now. It's tough. He's also gonna get double scuttled. Like,
Yeah, that feels terrible if you're a jungler.
this is not the start you want to have as a Rumble.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you spot?
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be a gank on the top side, but it seems it didn't happen.
Hold up for a little bit. Maybe he is going.
Oh, it's happening.
Yeah.
Is it?
Shen is still very safe. Have the taunt. We'll be able to just walk away. But here comes the
He will
Tronos
have to flash,
from
no?
downtown. Reflection can't go too deep, so that will be that in the end of the day. But meanwhile, the Blade Caller locks down a Leona on the bot side. They still want to fight through this free caster minions. We'll be able to just have to go away. Still a lot of health bar on the Misfortune, so maybe a positive trade in the end of the day for Hentai Heaven here. But yeah, just keep applying this pressure against Prime Zenith. It's still doing relatively fine here on the bot side. A little bit down in CS, but not really nothing to worry about.
Yeah, as the last game, the Xayah is still ahead. The Prime Zenith bot lane is really flowing. However, Yoon is not the main ADC, right? So you'd probably expect them to be behind on CS a bit. So now we have Braum going to the bot side of the map. Are we gonna see that Infernal Drake being taken soon? That's definitely the objective to look for.
Yeah, maybe we want to look for gank as well. There's absolutely no mana on Misfortune. The Teddy Bear comes down, electrocute procced, but there's not really enough damage. The Command Protect does a lot of work to keep himself alive, chucking that corrupting pot. We'll be able to do so, and finds a lot of good damage. Brings him in, has to flash.
Oh my god.
So that's a good play coming out from Slat here in the mid lane. Top lane trading a little bit. The mini wave is pushing away from Motor Joe, so we'll be just looking for reset. Maybe not. The Scion has to be really, really careful because the Rumble is ready to rumble, I guess. I don't know. The Flame Spitter goes onto the Scion, but he is very tanky. We'll be just a bit of walk away. Rumble to rumble.
Yeah, Rumble is ready to rumble. The flash from the Orianna is, I mean, the Annie is kind of big, right? Because she cannot go for that flash tibbers anymore for the next few minutes, and this is even a bigger incentive to go for that team fight around Drake at the moment. Let's see if Zenith will take it. Although Shin is level 6 right now, so they do have that cross map play shield and extra man instantly.
Yeah, he's keeping the wave pushed to the wall, so if there's any shenanigans, he can support his team on the first notice. Misses a ton on the top side. The bot lane is still pushing. You can see Brampam here linger around about side river, want to look for something. I don't know if he's spotted by any kinds of vision, so I don't think they know he's here. This is got to be really, really careful. The slow attacks on Misfortune, both of them has to flash away, and won't be died in the end of the day. Again, good summoner spell forced out on the side of Heaven Academy here, so we'll be getting this control over the river. You can see, yeah, Rumble is just a little bit behind. He has to clear all his camp before supporting his team in this Rumble. So we'll be able to just do that, and Prime Zenith has the control over the boss side river. You can see all the vision all lit up here on the boss side. As Annie here has to be really, really careful, just expecting every single move. Will be stunned up. A lot of damage comes in, but here comes the Stand United. They want to chase out of the flashes forward, finds the ton. The shockwave's absolutely beautiful, but that's not going to be enough. Annie walks away with a slimmer of health, and Motor Joe warns more. He smells blood. Slat has to get away. We'll use the speed up, and that will be the end of it. So one kill goes over to Heaven Academy. That's the power of the Shin support we're talking about.
Yeah, the Shin cross map shields saved Annie, bought time for them. Shen came in, flash taunt on the Trundle, and like fairs for Zenith mid jungle duo, they tried to go for the ulti pull, but Orianna, it's early game, right? She only had that lost chapter. She's not the 1 or 2 items Orianna where she would just one shot a carry. Oh, Valk is going in.
God,
Mad
Valkyrie
lad.
goes in, whatever. The fuck. Oh my God, goes over for the Phantom Storm, flashes dispositions, and the play comes absolutely beautiful. One more auto will be able to do it. The support Brawl comes in here. The Braum will stun up the Leona, but the Zenith Blade goes a little bit what? I don't think they really kill. Maybe they will with the equalizer, but in the end of the day, that's gonna be AD carry for AD carry exchange here on the bot side.
Yeah, what an exchange. Definitely both AD carries happy for the kill. I would say based on the wave position, maybe the Zaya is happier for that kill, because the wave is definitely closer. However, you can see Entire is trying to capitalize on that lead a bit, and they're starting that Drake. Valk is there to stop it. Will he be able to?
The rest of the team is here. Top laners don't seem like they will be joining in this fight, so it's just 4v4 here out of outside river. They have control here, but the Drake is getting really low. The rest of the team has to move in. They decided just to give this away. So first Drake goes over to Prime Zenith, a good old tale as old as time. And at 10 minutes of the point as well, kill score 2-2. Again, a little bit better start to this. No lane is losing as horrendously as they were mid lane in the first game. But yeah, still teams holding on, and Prime Zenith here are finding place.
Yeah.
Looking for.
Oh. Okay, definitely the gold advantage is minute. It's around 200, 300 gold. I would say probably the first blood gold had to do something with it. But very, very close game. Oh, the ulti on the Annie. Flashless Annie. Right, do we
Has
have
to
something?
walk away. We'll be able to
she's
just
out.
yeah run away for a long while. Still have that speed up. Still have that stun.
She's taking the long walk. Oh, she's the pin. Oh, she's gonna make it out. She made it out. Oh, okay. Well played, well played.
Yeah, makes herself out of there, and yeah, it was a good. Because I didn't see what happened in the mid lane, because apparently, well, Annie just walked up, bear stun, and like throws a full combo, and Slap maybe wasn't expecting that damage, has to flash away, so that's what some of the spell brought as well. And that could change, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, it's a stable. It's quite stabilized situation. They're only 500 gold down at this point of the game, and yeah, like you said, they want to get to that point when they can 5v5 team fight. They can use this very powerful wombo combos to make me look for something to overcome maybe that little bit of that skill gap in the individual laning phases.
And for mid lane, we can see that Annie is a little bit ahead on CS. It's about 15 maybe CS, 10 CS ahead. It's not that huge. Probably Kali will catch up as the game goes on. However, Orianna really wants to finish that first item before she starts going for any crazy plays early on.
Yeah, the full combo from Orianna, the full combo from Annie. You take Annie every single time of the day. That's just how it works. As you can see, yeah, the coaster trap here still looking for some plays. Rumble is down 1 level. Still trying to catch up on farm. Is 10 CS down as well. Still doing all right, but there is no. We haven't seen any kinds of impact from this guy whatsoever. The equalizer is supposedly to be a very powerful tool in early and mid game,
Yeah,
but it's just
it's
we
a
haven't seen
menacing tool.
anything. Yeah, we haven't seen anything from this guy yet, so it's just very interesting to see, because he will get outscaled as this game goes on. This is not. Oh God,
Ooh,
misses
did that
Teddy Bear
miss?
as well. Yeah, I don't think the stuff. Oh, yeah, there's no damage as well. I don't think I see any damage.
Yeah,
The pillar
and that's a
comes
flash
out.
of Shani.
The equalizer finally comes down. The you know to go over. The subject is a little bit too much. Flame Spinner roasts him
Rumble is
down.
loving this.
Yeah, but he has to get away. The Shen
He
will
has
not
to
be
get
joining him
out.
in the day, but Slat takes another kill on Coaster Trap. So that's 2 for 1 in the end of the day. Prime Dennis takes that very happily on the mid lane play. And the burns the Shen ultimate, I guess.
Yeah, so when we had that downtime before this play, when Braum was on top side, he took that Herald as well. So Where do you think he will use it? My bet it would be before Drake, maybe on mid lane or bot lane. I hope so.
Yeah, looks like I think yeah, getting a little bit gold into that Oriana might be something very
Yeah.
favorable. I think the pressure from Heaven Academy on the bot lane here is very impressive this game. I think Valkyrie is maybe feeling a little bit out of water. Again, the coach can tell us a little bit. Look at that damage is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's just maybe feeling a little bit out of water, not on something just heavy engaged champion. Braum is very about playing protected, playing passive, and looking for plays, looking for engage is a lot harder. You have to connect the Q, you have to dash forward, finds the stun. It's gonna take a lot longer than other champions. So yeah, just facing a lot of pressure here on the bot side. You can see the plates absolutely intact as they are falling away now. So yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, it's an interesting question where the Herald is gonna go as we are looking into a Drake very very soon.
So the plates already went down. So this Herald value is not gonna be as much as you love it to be, but it still could be used to have a pressure on a specific lane, to buy yourself time to get into that river early on, and then just have the better positioning. Because both these team comps, they do want to be the first one to get to that river. Because if you have the setup as Hentai Haven, the game is so easy to play for you. If you have to go into such river, oh, the equalizer is coming in.
Yeah,
And
also, equalizer. Where's the bullet ring? Where's the bullet ring? Here comes the bullet ring. The rest of the team has to flash away. The feather storm, everything used in the kitchen thing just to disengage from that.
Oh, and he's here.
The massive teddy bear hits onto one. They take what we get in the end of the day. They still want to chase out of this. They still smell blood. Annie maybe steps a little bit too forward. Zenith on the back front. Yoon takes down Slot as well to take down another kill. The Toronto cannot survive. And that's going to be 3 for 1, I think. Well, maybe 2 for 1 in the end of the day on the bot side. A beautiful play in response coming out from Heaven Academy. And the top side here will be just losing to this big Scion.
Yeah, that's a beauty of. Okay, this is. Are they going for this?
Oh god, this is the top fight. Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, he's going in. Okay, so Prime Zenith tried to go for that bot tower siege with the Herald. However, the combo you saw it there. The equalizer landed, and then the Leona ulti landed on three people.
Yeah.
On the equalizer, it was burn. It was so nice to see. However, on the top side, we can see this whole breaker Scion is just gonna keep on pushing. I would say Prime Zenith wouldn't be looking for 5v5s anytime soon. They just want this Scion to keep on pushing mindlessly and just sieging towers because no one can stop in his face. Oh, the Shin ult is being blown now.
Yeah.
Just to save the Annie there.
Yeah, the shockwave didn't even come out, and I don't think after. I mean, you could have waited for the shockwave to come out and then decide if you want to actually save this guy. But yeah, it didn't even. I mean, the damage is not gonna one shot him, and it's just a bit of a perplexing. This is one of those Shin outs where you're like, oh, I appreciate it very much, but that sucks, bro.
Yeah, that sucks. You usually want to use the Shin ulti for cross map plays to get that extra man advantage. But for Prime Zenith, there's a window now. There's a window for that when the Shin ulti is down and his TP is down to just make cross map plays. And maybe the next play will be this upcoming Herald that is about to spawn.
Yeah, I can see this Shen walking down to bot lane here. The bot laner for Heaven Academy is moving towards mid, so they are making this rotation just to keep that isolated 1v1 here. If you want to look for a play, Valkyrie is here to support.
Wait, did this Tippers missed again?
Yeah. I mean, it is quite hard to gauge because there's a very limited distance. That's why Flash is so important on Annie, just to help you gap close a little bit of that. And I think, sorry, excuse me. He didn't offer the Rocket Bell build as well. Instead, he went for the Luden, the more front initial burst. The Magic Pen is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, this is.
And Scion just presses R and runs like a madman.
It's so stupid. I hate it. Like.
Yeah, good luck catching Scion, guys.
Yeah. It's just what a gigantic colossal waste of time, and it's just and he has a whole breaker. It doesn't even take damage. It heals all the way back up. It's the champion's so stupid. Sorry, it's just
It's just so much pressure he's applying on that bot side
As
right
well,
now. The
yeah.
Cyan tech. Okay, so Prime Zenith got the Herald. It seems that they want to open this mid tower with said Herald. Are they not sure about it? Wait, Bram is topside. Is he split pushing with the Herald?
Yeah, a little
they're
bit
going for
curious
the play. That's
situation.
Shen TP. But that is
comes
so
in
far.
from the
Oh,
Shen.
they're
Rest of the
collapsing on
collapse.
the. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, Braum, he finds himself between rock and hard place. I don't
That's
think the
another
TPS
TP.
is working. Yeah, just to save the turret here. Is the Harrow actually gonna time? Well, he still have a lot of time. Excuse me. So
there's a lot
he
of
just
time.
took that. Yeah.
Okay, I would say they invested too much resources into saving, into making that top lane. Was it a shutdown? I think if it was a shutdown, then it's probably worth play. I can't really see, but however, it's a kill for nothing. Prime Zenith got nothing out of that. I mean, it just some TPs, and the cooldown is not that long at this moment in the game, and it should be fine. The Hentai having kept the towers, just free 300 gold.
Yeah, we'll be able to do that in the end of the day, but yeah, again, we are feeling a little bit just the farming phase, you know, getting your items up, clearing out the wave, pushing it out. The Drake is spawning very, very soon as well. This is gonna be the second Drake for either of these teams, so the Soul is a very distant possibility still. But yeah, as a team, you would love to see that again. If I can pan the camera here, so I'm not sure what's the soul we're getting
It's
for this
a
game.
cloud soul game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best. I don't think both team are being enthusiastic about the soul,
Yeah.
since this soul is just a meme at this moment in time.
Yeah. It's like a caster moment when you're like, oh, it's a cloud soul. Oh, it's a cloud soul. Just like
It's a cloud soul.
collectively signs out, or just like, oh,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
like
boring.
what can I do with this? However, there are like minute things that maybe will matter in the long run, because the I would say Prime Zenith would love this soul more than Hentai Haven.
Yep.
Oh, the flash from Annie.
It's a follow up. It's a little bit
Ooh,
late.
this
The equalizer goes
equalizer.
absolutely wide back to
The
Narnia.
flying?
Yeah, do they still want to stay on this? A lot of cooldowns already being expended. Valkyrie here will be locked down front side. The Shockwave brings in one, but it's not going to be enough to heal the Solar Flare and the bullet point. The Featherstorm will keep himself
Cyan
alive.
flank.
He gets a Cyan from the backside to Motor Joe joins the phrase as well. And he's still tanky on the backside. They want to get him to Brampam. He will be taken down by the Leona. And the flame is burning on Oriana. What the heck is happening in this game? The Zenith play goes a little bit wide, but they will secure the Drake. And 5 members alive. What a messy fight. But they get what they wanted. They will get out victorious in the end of the day.
This fight was so split, was so messy on both sides. However, Hentai Haven came on top. They stick together. They played their wombo combo, and they got the Brom for absolutely nothing.
Basically,
and then this just Prime Zenith kept on coming from different sides, trying to approach the team fight. And I would say that Cyan flag probably was a little bit too late for that team fight, but very well executed by Hentai Haven.
Yeah,
It seems that what we said early on about this is it, this is the game for Hentai Haven to show us what they can do, and they're showing, they're absolutely showing up this game right now.
a lot of nitty gritty just coming out from this 5 players. Want to clinch one game, just one game's from the Jocelyn defeat. But yeah, I think it will be lovely to see the replay, because off the back of my head is a lot of things going on. I remember the equalizer was missing, and that's it. It was like a very, very messy fight. But yeah, I think the Cyan changed his mind because when we were breaking down, as we get a little bit action. No, not really. So we have some time to talk about that.
Wait,
no,
Annie,
yeah,
Rihanna?
go for it.
Rihanna's
Oh
behind
my.
Annie.
The full combo, you don't need skill. Just roll your keyboard and that's it. Waiting for another kill. Charmander nurse sits in a bush. How long he's been sitting there for? Takes down the kill. You always love that as and just the numbers of energy. You want to look for more. Sardin is looking. The Solar Flare is up and ready. Locks him down, but won't be able to just disengage in the end of the day. Here comes the Trundle as well.
Yeah,
Just pushing his
Kali
midway. Yeah.
was completely clueless on that play on the bot lane, and he was just hiding in the bush with her full combo and just got one-shotted. However, I don't know. I can't help but feel that Zenith are still in pressure mode. Like they're still somehow pressuring Hentai Haven. Like you can see they are the ones stepping forward, and Hentai Haven are the one playing backward. Even though I would say Hentai Haven is a little bit ahead. I mean, sure the gold is equal, right? But in terms of pressure, you'd expect the team that just got Drake, won a team fight, got a solo kill on bot lane, to be the one that is sieging mid lane, sieging top lane, or maybe even that tier 2 on bot lane.
Yeah, I think maybe the silver lining for Hentai Heaven here is there is a lot of standing goal for him left on the map. There is no, I don't think there's only one turret off the back of that Drake fight that's fallen for the front side of Prime Zenith. They have still mid. Do they still have the mid outer turret? I think so. Yeah, mid and top outer turret. And everything on the map. So if they find the team fight, if they find some push, they will be collecting a lot of gold. Although it is that even, well, a little bit. Prime Zen is still a little bit ahead right now. But yeah, if they find a team 5 as they have been for the last one, they will be collecting some gold, having some just power in that wallet, and they will be the ones sieging very, very soon. But for now, again, coordinated team play coming out from Prime Zenith, this is always one of their strengths. Play around the top side, giving vision, and just going for it. Look at the Cyan, it's just taking the turret.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's stacking tower and Annie at the same time, and he's like, "Give me the tower, yoink. See you later."
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can kite around it. It's like a big chunky champion, but the turret can't. The turret can't run away. He just goes there, tanks everything you throw at him, and just take the turret with him. And use the ultimate to get away. That's just this champion is designed that way, and is sometimes quite excruciating to watch, especially you're on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, and I think if there is a condition or a way for Prime Zenith to win a game, it's probably going to be that side pressure from the Cyan, maybe pressuring Hentai Haven into making wrong macro decisions, and then winning the game by that, because I don't think Zenith could ever contest the 5v5 at the moment, considering how the game is going and how Hentai Heaven are playing such fights. So the best way is just to spread the team fights, spread them out. Although this is cheeky. This is very cheeky. Oh, they're so clueless. They're so clueless. They're both sides.
They don't realize what's happening. They're running away from the Drake, running towards the Baron. I can't see the health bar here. Oh, he just taken down.
Oh
a little bit fortunately late to the party. They will get the soul point as a consolation prize for themselves, as they are doing right now. But they have to walk away wounded and just, feeling a little bit silly at the end of the day, because they just got cheated. They just got robbed of that. That is robbery under daylight, and that is just beautiful play coming out. Very cheeky as well from Prime Zenith.
Whoever made that call for Prime Zenith, they're gambling. They get some gambling going on.
Yeah, because
it paid off. It paid off big. Like this will give Science so much pressure on that side lane. Like look at it. Look at Shin trying to clear these Baron Dub minions. Like okay, no one can stop Sion on their own at the moment. With Baron Dub minions, I think he can like go versus 2 to 3 people, and no one would be able to contest him. However, the decision is on the Sion. Does Reflection here knows that he can go versus 3 people, just attract pressure as much as possible while allowing his team to take another objective on the other side of the map, or maybe a preferable fight, maybe like a 4v3 or something like that.
Oh,
Oh, the
flash
flash!
forward for the combo.
Oh my god.
Man, Prime Prime was just clearing out a ward, and he sees the opportunity, went out and sees it, drove the keyboard, one full rotation combo, and Slat is flaking black and white screen. Doesn't really get to play this game. Still have the ultimate. Doesn't decide to use it. We'll use it now, so we'll just get away. No harm, no foul at the end of the day, but they are siege up to the bot turret. They need to rotate their members out. They have 2 members here, but here comes the engage, locks down
Okay,
Braum onto the turret. The TP comes in from the side and just want to disengage from the rest of the team. Motojo joins the fray. The blade collar is absolutely beautiful. Knocks the shit on the front side. Start by the Braum ulti. They kite away this very beautifully, and just the bullet point comes out right now just to clear the wave. So 4 versus, I think, 4 here on the bot side. Maybe they want to still go on to push onto this. Professor Paintball side of box side. The equalizer comes down as well, but doesn't really do a whole lot. Yeah, this is gonna be a 5 versus 4. Goes on with the shock was absolutely beautiful. 5 misfortune on the backside. Can the other run away? No, they cannot. But Fidia comes in with the rest of their prime Zenith. They are looking for this inhibitor. Turn of a table flip of a coin. They pull the trigger and they found themselves again ahead in this game.
Oh my god, Zenith is just putting their fucking feet on the pedal and they're not stopping. They're just going for the. Are they going for the finish?
No. Oh, I mean, the shutdown goes over to any, but they have 2 members there, 3 members. The Tigers actually doing so much work. Rumble here chased them out, but that will be the end of the day. A little bit of a fumble here, not really going for the end like we said. But yeah, what an exchange of events that just happened right here.
Prime Zenith felt it. They felt it. They wanted to finish the game. However, they just went too far on the other side, I guess. And Charmander here just collected 3 easy triple kills. I wonder how much damage did the towers do there, because they definitely did a lot. But okay, so right now Prime Zenith is ahead because of the whole fiasco we just had, from the Baron play up to the bottom play with the inhib and the tower for the Nexus. So imagine yourself that you're versus Sion right now, right? And you're a scenario where Baron spawned up and there is Sion going with the wave on the bot side and just like ulting into your tower. This is like the next Baron is gonna be so hard to play for Hentai Haven.
Yeah, it is. Just, I mean, you can't leave a Shen there. Like, it doesn't do any kinds of damage. Like the sign can just go up, take your Nexus turret, bear Nexus exposed. That's not really what you want against a Sion as well. I mean, this is a tank built Sion. He only has the pole breaker for that sort of like split pushing power, so it's not gonna be like you melting your Nexus and the turrets in 2 seconds. But speaking of melting, fancy footwork coming out here, but this is gonna be a 2 versus 2. Can they fight around this? The Onion can still walk away.
Oh my god, Onion is getting deleted, bro.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Him down, and the Shen has nowhere to go. Won't be able to just dash away with the taunt, but the slow comes in from Sion. This 2 chunky boy is chasing the ninja down and takes another kill. This is gonna be 5 versus 3. The face defense, they have to pull something out of the rabbit chat. They have to do something absolutely miraculous to keep this game alive for themselves.
But Hentai Haven are getting shoved in. There is super minions on the bot side, a siege on the mid lane, and a siege on the top lane. Their options are not looking great. And you would have to ask, you would have to question. We were in the lead as Hentai Haven. How did we get to this? How did we get here? And I cannot get past that Baron, right? That sneaky Baron is what started this cascade of events, and which lead us at 3 inhibitors down, and Prime Zenith getting their 2nd dragon at the moment.
Is that shot calling was? I mean, if we go back into the draft room and ask whose idea was that? Because that was a stroke of genius as well, pulling them from this very disadvantaged team fight position, giving them so much power, just to impact the side lanes. And yeah, that's what they did. Looked for the play here on the bot side, take down the enemy members, and just 3 inhibitors down. The space is wide open, and yeah, we couldn't remember. It's almost like the time they are disadvantaged in this game never existed. They have full control. The Baron is up. The Drake is spawning very, very soon as well. And yeah, they have everything to play for on this map.
So the Baron is up. However, there are 3 inhibitors down for Hentai Haven. Are they gonna contest this Baron? I don't think so. But they might look for a steal. They might look for a steal.
It's gonna be very difficult for a
MF
Rumble.
just walking in.
Yeah, the rest of the team is trying to approach this Baron down to 7,000 health. The bullet time will be interrupted by the pillars. Absolutely beautiful play coming out from Braum. Down to 3,000 health, 2,000 health. There's no way for Braum to the Rumble to get in. This was a little bit early. That was too close for comfort.
The Baron is playing for Hentai Haven at the moment.
Oh my.
Just stop the teleport to the I think the tower is getting okay. Rumble is dead, but I think the tower is really low. The mid lane tower is basically 1 hit away from. Oh my god, the tower is gone. Okay.
Oh no. Okay, this is
they're gonna finish.
That's it. He curls the curtain. That's the wrap. 5 members strong. Dives in with the Zenith blade. Does not do a thing. Shockwave flashed away from the Nexus. Explodes as it has been for the past 5 times. As Prime Zenith here take us to game point in this series.
Wow. Yeah. Hentai Haven, to be fair to Hentai Haven, they really okay, speaking as the coach of Zenith, they really surprised us this game. They pulled a really good team comp. They played it well around team fights. However, it's just it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for the macro decision. They took too long to get to that dragon and take it. And Zenith punished him by taking that Baron, and they just snowballed the game from there.
Yeah, that's something very hard to overcome. You can draft a comp, you're essentially winning in this team fight, but just a small little thing about communication and macros and setting out visions, that's what sets the team back, and that's why they got the Baron. That's why they were able to close this game out like they have been before. So yeah, again into the game 3. This is do or die. Have an Academy. They want to make a last stand, and this is gonna be it. But yeah, until then, we'll take a break, and we will see you guys back then.
In a bit.
Hey. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream after that grueling game 2 between Hentai Heaven and um Prime Zenith. And we are ready to get into the game at any second. I believe both of team are ready. We're still waiting for Prime Zenith, but yeah, I think this is the last game. Well, potentially. Excuse me, we're not scripting this. This is potentially the last game of the series. That Zenith is taking us to game point here, and if the first 2 games is any indication, well, yeah, I mean, I think people are watching. We are expecting Prime Zenith to close this series out swiftly and quickly. Here, just the individual laning prowess they're demonstrating and the team fight communication, the macro they are exhibiting is just a tier above against Hentai Heaven Academy. They have done like Heaven Academy here. They have done well enough to get themselves through the lower losers bracket all the way to the grand final. But this is the last hurdle, maybe a little bit too big for them to overcome. That in this last game, maybe they can look to prove me wrong. As we get into this to draft and ban phase, the Shaco and the Maokai ban already coming out. Not really something we've seen before, and not really. I'm not sure if the players from Prime Zenith are known to play this picks. For Prime Zenith here, a little bit more expected picks. It's just the picks they have been banning for the first 2 series. A lot of safe mid lane picks you would expect here. Deluxe and the Corki, they don't want to give that over to, again, the mid laner here for Heaven Academy, whoever that is. They do have a bit of flexibility around their players, and they can swap the players around playing different lanes. So we're gonna see how the coaching decision is gonna be on that one. The Udyr last pick, banned away. I'm trying to think. Are they trying to spell out anything? That might be something. If they are that confident, then that's something they will be going for. But instead, no. It's just will be decided just to go for the Riven first pick. So definitely something we've not seen before. Definitely something that you don't see a lot in competitive, or and not in solo Kim anymore. It's just this champion doesn't really appear that often. Maybe I'm just bronze Pislow, but still, the Lulu will come out as well as the second pick, supportive here in the bot side, and they decided to run that Rumble back in the jungle for Coastal Trap, you would imagine. And yeah, it wasn't really the most impactful. He wasn't really able to find a lot of just power and like just early game plays on that. The Equalizer has been somewhat effective in team fights. Yeah, we're gonna see Coastal Trap absolutely turn the heat up if they want to overcome Prime Zenith in the 3rd game, the last game potentially for the series as well. And the Draven locked in, very, very aggressive pick on the boss side. You do have the Lulu. It's not like, it's a very soft support. You can, if your damage is high enough to break through those shields, you don't actually feel any kinds of threatened or just by some other supports. Otherwise, maybe the Nautilus, maybe the Leona that can lock it down, but that's not something the Lulu can do. But yeah, the second ban phase comes in. Prime Zenith here decided to ban with the Darius, a Juggernaut here on the top side, which is quite interesting, I guess, because since the Riven is already picked. Again, yeah, just going to this last game, just with how dominant Prime Zenith has been, maybe they are getting a little bit loose on their ban. Maybe they don't think that matters that much anymore. Again, very interesting decision from both sides. It's just not something that we have seen. Again, chat, if you can see if they're trying to spell out something, which I'm still holding out the possibility for, I'm all for that. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm not seeing the comp that is happening here. But again, we gotta see how they round out their comp. The Nautilus for Valkyrie, if that's not banned, that guy is always gotta go for that. Very, very strong together paired with the Draven. They can always look for plays. This Lulu is going to be really, really vulnerable as well here on the bot side. It is going to be more Tristana paired up with this Lulu. It does have a bit of the safety. You can buffer away that Drench line with the rocket jump. But the rest of the things, you got to really survive this lane to be able to have some kinds of impact later on in the game. And the Teemo. As just so much is going on, we didn't even spot out the Teemo here on the top side. So on the mid lane. Actually, I just realized it's Riven or Teemo. I think these lanes are swappable depending on the matchup as well. Perhaps it is a Teemo top lane. The Riven will be matched into Yone in the mid lane here against Brampam. And yeah, like we talked about, it's very likely that Brampam will be returning to mid lane. He has his comfort champion Yone back. So yeah, Slot here will be taking up the jungle duty on Shyvana as well, and the topside Kale matching up against the Teemo. It's gonna be quite a difficult matchup, I imagine, at least for the early game as well. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of pressure coming out from the Teemo for Kale to like safely farm, get to that level 6, get to that level 11, get to that level 16, and become an absolute monster of a champion. But until that happens, Teemo has a lot of agency in this game, have a lot of pressure to play around as well. So yeah, a very interesting draft we come out here, and the third game, like, if the second game was a bit try hard, I think if we see Hentai Heaven Academy here drafted a lot of wombo combo, the champions that works really well together in team fights. Yeah, this last game you see the Teemo is like there's no team fight whatsoever in that champion. You see the Teemo, you see the Riven as well. And it's just, yeah, maybe they just want to go for comfort. Maybe these are the champions they want to play, and they are leaving no regret on the Rift. And speaking,
I have
yeah,
arrived.
yeah, joined by. I mean, I'm not trying to keep you away. There, I'm just want to finish my sentence. I was not like keep you away, but
No.
yeah, it's good to be joined again by just What talk about a draft? What do you? I mean, I was trying to make some kind of sense into this draft, into the ban as well. So please,
Okay.
if you can enlighten us.
Can you run me back into your sense, and we can like pick through it and see
So yes.
what's going on.
So for Hentai Heaven Academy here, my main point, the only thing I've been trying to do for the past 5 minutes for their ban is I was trying to see if they're trying to spell out something. That's as far as I go.
Did you find out what they're trying to spell?
No. Wait, I was talking all the time. I couldn't really run those numbers through my head. There's the fiddlestick and the.
Start from the shaker. Start from the shaker. That's what you understand.
Yeah, but like as okay, Udir Udir. That's the drill smirt. Of course. Oh, okay, that all makes sense. I mean, I had to think about it. What can I say? Oh, yeah, I was not just like it just started out with the Shaco and the Malcolm S, and I'm like, where does that go? But yeah, if it rounds out the first, that makes total sense right now, and that's it. Yeah, a little bit. You have to respect the class coming out here from Hentai Heaven. They know. Maybe they are just a little bit outclassed. Just choosing to respect their opponents is always a really fun. Just makes the match a lot enjoyable for both of us.
Yeah. So for the team comp, I have no idea what they're going for. I mean, you could see they have class champions like the Yordle. They're going like 4 Yordles, but I think they couldn't get the 5 Yordle buff for TFT. Although okay. I would have loved to see 5 Yordles buff, to be honest. But
wow.
It's unlucky. I don't know if that is them being tilted because what happens in the previous games, but hey, at least they're making a show for us, right? They're making a show for us.
That's what we want. If you gotta get smashed either way, you might as well get smashed in style, don't you think? So yeah,
exactly. And for Zenith, however, we just picked champions that the players wanted to play. Owen always was speaking big about his Draven and how insane it is, and he didn't get a chance to play it through the split. So if there was a game, hey, this is the game to play it, right? Game 3 in a very interesting series.
Yeah, I mean the words have been said, big promises, and this next thing you know, this guy's going 0-6. So which would be really really fun as well. We'd love to see that. But yeah. This is the last game. Again, I keep saying this. I keep saying this is the last game of this. This is potentially the last game of the series. But if we're making what I call an educated guess, this is I mean the Prime Zenith, they are looking to close this series out. They have some dinner plans, they have places to be. the conference champions all around, and leaving no regrets on the Rift as well. So they just wanna close the game out on a happy note and be crowned the champion.
All right,
Division
let's do
4 of that. Oh
the
yeah,
check.
sure. I totally forgot about that. Wait, let me just give me a sec. Sorry. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Okay, I'm good. You want to count us down? Anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. Go.
All right.
Okay, welcome back, and hopefully we are all in sync for this game. S12 team is coming out. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a bit of a banter here in our chat as well. You can just signifies the this is the last game, and just again potentially the last game of the series, and players are taking this quite easily. Not to say that any of them are taking this less seriously, but and yeah, it's not much. There's I suppose they're not really trying too hard and just taking the game as it is, just trying to enjoy their time. They both made it to the grand final, which is a very proud achievement anyway. So props to all these 10 players, and 5 of them will be crowned champion, but 5 of them will be having a good time in the end of the day as well.
Yeah, and Hentai Haven are known for making spicy third games. There is a callback. It was under different players, but however, in the same org, they were in a similar situation, and they just went for a meme picks, and they actually reverse sweep. It was a final as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Gosh.
It was like Div 3, Div 4, I think, and they reverse sweep and they won it.
Oh, maybe someone should be sweating right now. Yeah, this is you have a Teemo support.
Yeah, Teemo support, it seems. The Lulu is going topside. Very comfortable for the KL, I would say, in the matchup. And the mid lane is going to be this skillful lane. We have a Yone versus a Riven. Very volatile matchup. Whoever gets the lead in this lane will definitely be a menace this game. And I cannot help but to hear the Teemo laughs. I wonder if the mental of Hentai Haven, they're trying to mentally tilt. He just spamming the laughter, man. What is this? What is? Oh my god! I don't want to play against this. Please get me out. Oh
I mean, if you can't win the lane, might as well mentally mentally damage your opponents, anyways, right? So
yeah, you can see Valk is already annoyed. He made engage on them just to make that Teemo shut up for a few seconds, I guess.
Yeah, well, if you had to run away, you don't have time to press the button, and here comes the laugh again. Can we just pan the camera away from bot lane? I feel like if we were to focus on top side, we can still hear that all the way across Summer's Rift, which is so annoying about it. But yeah, it's a light mooded cast, and we are happy about it. Let's see. Oh, they just missed a cannon. I just saw that. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Lives is tough out here. Well, normally at this point of a game, we're like, this is. I love this. Normally at this point of a game, we'll be like, oh, the jungle pathing is topping, and just like the top side, bot side is looking for ganks who CS up in lead, but it doesn't really matter anymore.
We're talking about Teemo lefts at the moment. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, no, you should definitely pair it up with you should do like a Teemo Alistair bot lane, and with the Mao cow skin, just ring the bell and do the laugh, and it's just, oh god, I couldn't imagine a better way to go out if you need to go out.
Yeah, I would FF that game regardless. Oh, the solo kill. Let's go.
The solo bull on the top. So, well, someone was saying this is a relatively comfortable lane for the KO. Maybe someone got a little bit too comfortable. The Lulu, the Lulu damage in the early game is actually sometimes very deceiving.
Oh.
I mean, that's my reaction as well. Which is okay. Are we turning on the serious mode right now? Evan is putting the gas on the pedal. This Draven is now winning this trades, and they are pushing down. Just health bar very, very low. Prime Zenith maybe turn on their monitors or do something. Like, this is going all the way to Hentai Heaven this early game.
Yeah, the top lane play was a huge solo kill, and this Riven is just gonna keep on snowballing at the moment. This matchup will turn very bad for the Yone on the 1v1. However, I think the key will be on that Shyvana, and what can Shyvana do? Is he dead? No, he's not. Oof, that was close. The key will be on that Shyvana trying to get level 6 as soon as possible, and then just like get the map going for her team.
Oh, this is such a gigantic wave the Draven's missing out on. I just feel painful looking at this. The trade coming in, Ignite takes down, leaves no prisoners. They don't give a goddamn single thing. Yo, Timo tries to walk away from the turret range. The Ignite damage still draws the aggro on him. So, and the Lulu here is just pushing this Kel away from the wave. He is, well, I mean, only 5 CS up, so Kel is still doing a good job of keeping up. But yeah, there's so much laning power as well. It's still relatively safe because it is a Shyvana jungle. So before level 6, there's just a very limited thing he can do. And yeah, it's just top lane is winning, mid lane is winning, and bot lane is winning hard for the side of Heaven Academy. This is something that we have not seen a lot in their previous exchanges.
But you could see that the Yone is ahead on CS. He's actually ahead on gold because of said lead on CS. Oh, he's going for the dive.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's so dead. He is so dead.
The Timo room comes in, and in fact, that is absolutely beautiful. The tower dives comes in, the Wild Girls keep himself
Oh
a
my
Lamborghini
God.
out,
Wait,
and
he's
walk
dead.
away from the turret range. Oh, Reflection takes a much needed kill on the top side. As what's even happening around here anymore?
Everybody's just going for every limitus they could get. These are basically 10 people that are your solo queue teammates. Basically, that's them. They're playing in this game at the moment. However, that dive would have been really huge for the Lulu if it worked out, because that would have been like 3 waves that the Kayle would have missed. However, lucky for the Kayle that the play did not pan out and Kayle got a kill and the farm on top of that. Kayle is very happy with that play.
Yeah, he's already level 7 as well. Having that range, ability to farm from range is gonna help out so much for him as well. So yeah, again, just trying to get some items, and like in the late game, there's nothing. There's no one on the enemy team. These 5 champions can ever do anything to this Kayle before you just blast down the fires, rain down the Holy Ghost onto their head. That's what I like to call it. But yeah, the mid lane exchange going in here. Maybe Sardin wants to find a little bit more damage, but Lulu is still winning out on this top side exchange here, so we'll be just keeping it that way. But again, this Kayle is just a taking time bomb that we have to all keep close attention to.
Yeah, Braum definitely keeps going on that Riven, but I don't think he is strong enough at the moment to do that. Oh, they're going on the Rumble.
Oh my god, the Equalizer plus the Flame Splitter is absolutely disgusting. That damage just burns the Draven down 1 versus 2. And Sardi can 1v1 is one against the whole wave of minion, has to flash away, but the hits on them. The shutdown goes on to Yone. So again, just Braum taking that place in. Drenchline goes forward, want to lock down. Timo won't be able to do so. They have a lot of damage available to them. Charmander has to get away. His playtime on the top side is over. This is payback for the Kayle. Actually slow down in the midst of minion. Can he get away? Won't be able to do so. The Q actually misses the finisher lance, and Reflection uses the E to take him down, facing black and white.
Wow.
Screen is the nerd.
Did you just see a solo kills on every lane? Did you just see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one is holding back. Everybody's going for those micro plays, the 1v1s, and so far Zenith is 1k gold in the lead. 2 kills for the Kayle and 2 kills for the Nautilus as well. There's actually a shutdown on Valk at the moment.
Yeah, Valkyrie is getting real fat this game. You gotta be careful with this Nautilus. But yeah, I mean, are we ahead? Are we behind? Like, what's the goal lead here? That doesn't really matter at this point of the game. Everyone is, if there is a kill, you flash, ignite, you do whatever you do to go to get it. That's the spirit of this game right now. And yeah, it seems like, again, just the composition coming out from Hentai Heaven here never really was meant to be serious, I guess. It's just in the 5v5 team context, it's going to be so much better for the side of Prime Zenith as the game goes on and on forward. But yeah, so far they are at least doing even or But
Well,
the
who
Darling
deluxe?
duo is coming in. The blind XAs on this Draven. The
Oh,
Willing
Draven
Gas
cashed in.
collects the kill. The cash in coming in is absolutely massive.
That was
Yeah, Bradford want to look for the
155.
play here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, yeah. Sorry, River still have ulti, so it has to be very, very careful. But the Shyvana is around. Will be found by this Rumble, who is going to win this 1v1. Rumble doesn't have any kinds of heat whatsoever. The equalizer goes down. Will be able to just disengage from.
Wait.
But they want to find the Shyvana
Really?
on the top side. Ignite's taking down enemy jungler. Won't be able to do so.
Oh,
But
the
Team
Ignite.
takes down that kill. And yeah, Yone walks away with the slimmer of health in the end of that as well. So just one kill goes over to hand Evan.
Yeah, and the Riven has 3 kills. The Riven is getting stronger and stronger as the game goes on, and it doesn't seem that the Riven want to recall. She want to catch that wave. Okay, he's going for the dive, bruh. Okay, nothing's gonna pan out of it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't. It didn't. The Riven didn't really lock him down in the turret. But if she did, because Yone was drawing his turret aggro, and he has like what 100 health, he will be dead there. And then yeah, his flash is like 2 seconds off of cooldown, and he is just off cooldown now, and he flash ignite Q. Do what Teemo does. He's just pushing this wave as well. Wow, what am I seeing?
And the shrooms, the poison is taking in. The Teemo is applying mental pressure and an actual game pressure. What is this?
Oh my god, yeah.
That's
What if
crazy.
taking a play for himself? Oh, flashes for with ignite! Oh my god, support for Millionaire. You take that trade every single of the game. This is good Giga Galactical big brain play coming out from you on the Teemo support here.
Yeah, they're playing super well right now. Just diving the enemy carry. However, Tristana on her own on bot side. Let's see if Prime Zenith could punish that. They seem to be pushing the wave. However, the team will be there on time, and the Rumble is lingering on the bot side. So
yeah,
probably
good
not
play
gonna
from the
see anything
jungle.
happen.
Cover his top 80 carry. But I don't think the rest of excuse me, Prime Zenith knows about this. Valkyrie, for one time in his life, decided not to go in, which is a very smart decision. But they might be caught here by the Rumble. They will be spawning on him by the ward in the river. So we'll be able to disengage. Can they find Valkyrie? No, they are not. The Drench Line can help him to disengage. Not really forward. So we'll be just clearing that ward, and that play doesn't really result into anything.
So Shyvana has a little bit of a tempo at the moment, and you can see that she's using it to take the Herald on the top side freely, uncontested as well. While Rumble is just clearing vision, he seems to be going back to his red buff at the moment. Or not. He's thinking about it.
Also, just one thing. This is gonna be the Ludens. Like, well, I mean, this is gonna be what? Yeah, what is he? What is the Lulu building? Like, this is gonna be a Ludens Lulu, full damage AP topside. Meanwhile, as we're speaking here, the Spirit Rush is not gonna get you away. The face sealed, the extra movement will be able to keep himself to safety back to his jungler. But yeah, that was very close for the side of Grandpan. Has to get away from that, expanding that ultimate, not having that cooldown for a little bit in a minute, as the bot side here is still pushing in a lot of power onto this the Teemo supporters as well. Just having that push is also so important.
Yeah, I would say it's a good trade for Hentai Haven, because the cooldown on the Rumble ulti usually is very low. It's about a minute or something. While the Yone ulti is way longer in cooldown. Whoa, the flash. Okay.
Oh my god, that just like scared. I think that just scared 4 people in the mid lane. It's like, what is that happening? Not maybe not himself, but yeah.
It scared me, and I'm not even playing the game. Like,
okay. This comes a play.
Okay.
Oh no. The wild growth come out, and it just this kill is getting so oppressive on the top side. The full damage AP Lulu doesn't seem to be doing that well. Here, Sardine want to look for a kill, but a spare form here is not going to get himself away. The ulti goes forward. The 1 versus 1. That always feels so good when you just win out on that melee champ bruiser 1v1. Just a lot of skill expressions as well. And yeah, this lane is gonna go only better, I think, for the side of this Riven. So we'll be just punishing this Yone over and over again from this point on.
Yeah, However, the kill is getting really big. She's farming freely, 2 kills, 100 CS, not even that behind on the Lulu. But the game is definitely, I would say it's kind of equal, even though you can see that Zenith are 2k ahead on gold. However, pressure-wise, it feels that this Riven on mid lane have a lot of pressure. Like, she completed her God Drinker right now, which means in those 1v1s on mid lane, she's gonna heal a lot for the Yone. Yone still does not have any healing reduction other than Ignite. But this surely will be really hard to play for the Yone, those 1v1s.
Yeah, already just expanding. He didn't even take down the turret as well. Was hoping to get that last hit, I think. Wasn't able to do so, and now he is stuck with half health. Does already have the shield bow for a lot of sustain, a lot of life steal back. So he will be just staying back a little bit, giving that prior over to Riven. Oh my god, but Riven wants more. He doesn't want prior, he wants his gift. But Ignite taking down. The Riven doesn't have her Ignite back up, and this. Yeah, this is one item versus one item, so yeah, not really a lot of advantage found. But here comes the Rumble here, ready and up to go. A lot of flame, the Ignite Equalizer, and the Flame Center, I guess.
Box of bites.
Down, won't be able to win out of turret range, so there's no death at all in the end of that play. Everyone is on the skin of their teeth. But yeah, Draven gets to keep his stacks, and everyone walks out alive here for the side of having Academy as well.
Yeah, I'm interested who got the first tower. Was it the Kale or was it the Yone?
Oh yeah, that's 2 towers down as well. As the Shyvana here is hunting for blood. The Buster shot knocks him back, but Teemo has nowhere to go. The TP comes in from Lulu. Has to be really, really careful. The wall goes actually keep himself alive, but shots is forward. Does he come in with like 30% health or something? Because I did not see how that coming. The face seal goes over forward, a lot of shield, but here comes the Rocket Bell together with the Flame Splitter, takes the unit down 2 versus 1.
Ooh, the execution is huge.
Yeah, so well, they almost died as well, so it was a little bit too close to the conflict with 2 people there. But they did take the unit down, send him back to black and white screen, and that will be all fine at the end of the day for Hentai Heaven Academy.
Yeah, you could say that Braum is definitely having too much fun. He already died 5 times right now. I think I've seen him in gray screen more than seeing him alive in this game.
Okay, the coach is gonna talk to him after this game.
Yeah, his coach, whoever he is, he must not be happy with his performance at the moment. Because so much pressure. He's applying so much pressure, but it seems that he's definitely going for every 1v1, 2v1. You know, nothing stopping that mad lad. They're going for the kill here.
The shutdown goes over to Lulu. A lot of go on the back pocket. Yeah, you can see how strong the kill already is with the Lulu and a very fed Riven for what it's worth. Almost died to that as well. The ultimate comes out, keeps so much time as well, but in the end, with Ignite, they are able to take that down. So the shutdown, the big gold injection back into that Lulu's pocket will be quite useful. Meanwhile, on the side, they are, well, I mean, at least one team is still playing this game correctly. It's 2 Drakes under their name at 18 minutes. We'll be happy with that.
And we have a Mountain Drift. Whatever team gets it, gets shields, gets armor, more magic resist, surely will be useful in these bestie team fights, for sure. Okay, what timer are you on? Because I think I'm a little bit behind.
I am on 36 right now, 37, 38.
Okay.
That's all right.
We're on the same time. Yes.
Okay, that is very good to know, as we are approaching a 3v3 here on the bottom side. The depth charge onto this little team. But the equalizer comes down for not really dramatic effect. The Flame Splitter on the bottom side is absolutely beautiful. Takes down the Draven as well, but he cannot get away. So that's going to be a 2-for-1 at the end of the day. TP comes in for full support from this Yone, not Yone, but the Kel, I think, on the bottom side. So they will be taking a turret as well. Oh, the face seal misses. Here comes a Sergeant. They want to turn onto the Shobo to keep himself alive, but ultimate is not going to be enough. So that 1-for-1 is not going to result in anything for in the end of the day. Excuse me, but Motor Joe here is on the hunt. He looks at the unit, but he has to be very careful not to get outplayed. This is a very, very dangerous situation. Buster shot goes forward. The alley-oop into the stun is absolutely beautiful. And Sergeant takes again that kill in that, well, one versus two, but yeah.
Okay, Bram, 6 deaths. Let's go.
Can we do like a Braum death counter?
We should do a Braum death count.
Yeah, that'll be good.
How many do you think this game will end with him being on the double digits?
Let's make a bet. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, no. I'm rooting for this. I'm rooting for my guy, which means he's gotta be at least 10 death.
Okay. All right.
I think, are you gonna bet against me? Do you really want to do that? I mean, I think we are on the same page here. He's gonna die more than 10 times, or at least 10 times.
I'm just letting you know right now. Each time he dies, of course, objective caster, but each time he dies, I lose like 100 hair focus. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I'm bolding it. Okay, there's engage on the rumble.
Ooh, the overheat damage coming out here together with a little bit help from the team. The shutdown again goes to this guy. That's absolutely amazing. Draven is arriving onto the scene. Rocket Jump will keep himself safe. Still doesn't really have the buster shot, so have to be very, very careful. Flashed away from Sardine as well. Again, this Draven is quite strong. Decided to go for the Eclipse build. And working towards that second item as well, I believe it's the collector. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's a collector.
Yeah, it seems to be collector.
Yeah, we'll be working on that. Same as this Kel is running absolute moves here on the bot side. They maybe want to make a play onto this. Oh my god, doesn't really do any kinds of damage.
Too strong. He has his Rift Maker stacked now. He can do so much damage right now. Look at that damage.
Here comes
Look
the
at that damage.
judgment.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, Kale is online, guys. Kale has scaled, let's just say, and she is definitely here in this rift. But Braum is looking for something on that. He's looking for the enemy blue buff. Is it gonna be death number 7?
Let's go. I was about to say that. Oh, he gets away very nicely. It's together with the blue buff. So again, Giga Galactical bring big play coming in here. But I love can I just point out, I love the little rhyme, like Kel has scaled. Not my top 5 rhyme of all time, but you know, it was quite funny.
It's a classic after they changed Kel, right? Because she's Kel and the Kel. You have to go for it.
The only thing the Kel does at this point is just like this guy scales like a, I can't say this word on stream, this guy scales like a mother. Like, it's just so unholy.
Mother flipper.
Oh yeah, thank you very much for helping me out on that one.
No, I got you, bro. No problem.
Yeah, and it's just the thing just again, it's a taking time. But oh my god,
beyond max range. What is this? Right? Please fix Nautilus, or is it maybe just the Valk effect on the Nautilus? I don't know, man. When this guy plays Nautilus, like the hook just extend a little bit. It seems.
Yeah, the Valkyrie fight. That's why this is that's just he's champion. Yeah, I've been following this team throughout the split, and this guy, and he talk about it himself, and it's just he's champion because he's just so strong. Like, he just want to go. He just is tanky, starting up the team fight as well. The face still is fancy footwork from the Teemo, flashes forward, but the damage is already enough to take down little Yordle that plants some mushrooms. And he is out. Okay, I mean, maybe he heard us casting. He's like, well, I'm not gonna let these guys watch, like, you know, like just get my downfall. This is gonna be. He's playing very smart, applying a lot of pressure and getting himself out when he needed to.
Yeah, it seems we're gonna lose in a bit. Braum is very well. Let's just say his ego is very, very inflated, and I'm sure he doesn't want to hit the double digits as the only guy in this game. So he's starting to play like a human being now. That's really good to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's 12 kills on the board for the side of Hentai Haven Academy, and like half of them is from Bram. So it's I mean, doing a little bit charity work, single-handedly financing the rest of the anime team. But yeah, they will be financing themselves for a little bit here. The rest of the team is here, though. Kel is pushing on the top side, but do they want to find this 4v4? I have no idea what's going on. Well, Valkyrie is going in. The wall growth keep the Rumble alive. They want to go in, but Divine Judgment keep himself alive, and that's gonna be huge on the backside. Draven throws out the Swirling Death, but he will be taken down by Sardine. This guy is absolutely terrifying with the Lulu on his back. Tries to get away, but he doesn't have the ultimate anymore. The triple kill for the Riven. How now to turn this fight around? This is gonna be the 2 for 5 here in favor of Hentai Academy.
So Hentai Heaven have a lot of shields and heals on that Riven, from coming from the Lulu, coming from the just Riven build, and you can see on the side of Prime Zenith, there is not much healing reduction. The only healing reduction I could see is the Ignites and the Brumble from. Okay. Okay.
I was watching if Charmander Nerd is gonna show the research.
Are they gonna throw? Are they gonna throw because they want this so bad? Please, man. Not again. Not. Hentai Heaven around Barons, man. Hentai Heaven around Barons. It's. Okay. They're snapping out of it. Okay, going back to it. So we don't see any healing reduction, and you're playing versus a Lulu and Gore Drinker Riven. Sure, the Lulu's not building supportive items.
As a Shadow Flame on the Lulu, yeah.
Yeah, but still, I think you'd need it. Also, might think that shield breaking item on the Serpent Fang on the Draven might even be a good shout out as well to get. But we could see he's going for, he has already the Last Whisper. So maybe he's going for the show. Okay, they found Tristana. Tristana just deleted. And that is the power of Nautilus. Like, did you see the CC? Imagine yourself instead of that Tristana, and you're spamming your W, you're spamming your flash, and you cannot even use it.
Yeah, sit down there for 500 years. That's what you do. And the rest of the team is a little bit late. Baron trying number 2, and this time very successful for the side of Prime Zenith. Again, they slipped off a little bit. This is simply a story for Prime Zenith. They either completely dominate the game or they dominate the game, and they have a little bit slip off. And Charmander Nerd here, just looking for blood. Goes for melee range, wants for blood. Have the rest of the homies to back him up. Sarty is chasing him down. The rest of the team is really far. The TP can close that distance. Here comes the KO. The terrifying prospect of this face seal locks down. Has to flash away. Divine Judgment actually goes on to. It does absolutely nothing.
Oh my god, the AoE!
Oh my god. It's just.
AoE.
Excuse me. The Shyvana comes in from the sideline, putting out a lot of pressure. This little rabbit just want to get away, but the Angel will not say so. Not today. There, I see John at the bottom. Inhibitor turret with the Baron and Power Minion. Is this gonna be lost then? Or
Are they gonna finish?
Yeah, I mean, might as well. If you are Prime Zenith at this point, they have everything they have to play for. 5-3. Here comes the last stand, but the KO on the backline is absolutely untouched. Just rains down, holy goes out of their faces, out of their forehead. That's gonna be the ace coming out for Prime Pam. Prime Zenith is the crown champion of Valence League Division 4. After an absolute dominant season, they went undefeated in the regular season, and this dominant playoff run as well. They have no match. They have no enemy, and they will be the winner in the end of the day.
I will say a GG for Prime Zenith. Absolutely total domination in these series, in the playoffs, in the split as well. I believe they did not lose a single game. They lost only one game in normal split because of support filled situation. But definitely the best team in Div 4, and they just played it too well. Even though with the weird situation we have here with for fun going in, but they still played it really good.
Yeah, I mean, well, opposite. I mean, again, just before we move on to, because we gotta have the whole team for Prime Zenith into the interview now. But just before we move on to that, just a proud shout out to the boys from hence I have Academy. They are number 2. And the end of the day, the show up's a very valid effort. The team comp, they were trying their absolute best. The takedown was just a little bit short. Props to them. It's a really good split, a really good showing from them as well. And we are very excited to see from them for the next thing. But now for right now, let's get the crown victors in. Let's have some interview and just get the boys in. Yeah.
Okay, they're coming in.
Well, hello guys. I think that is the full team we have here, isn't that? Congrats on all of you guys for the win. It's been a good split. I don't think it's been particularly difficult for you guys, but congrats nonetheless.
Thank you.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Okay, as a completely objective caster, I would have to ask Bram first of all. Were you trying to go for that whatever
death.
number 10 deaths
Power spike.
Who are you? Yes. Yes.
Bram
that
was not the
intentional.
happiest.
No, they picked their entire comp to specifically make sure he couldn't have fun. So
Yeah, unlucky. Okay, so let's talk a bit about this final. Okay. All right. So game 1, we didn't have our mid laner, right?
No.
I mean, I'm objective caster. You didn't have your mid laner, right? You didn't have your mid laner, Kraft. He wasn't here for this final. So you guys made some changes. How did you combine these changes?
I mean,
we
with
just-
Kraft not being here, we had a little bit less diversity because we didn't have our LGBTQ member.
this is true.
But instead, we have Nate, who's saucy with the boys. So it was perfectly balanced, to be honest. But yeah, no, we swap things up depending on bans because like these guys every single series will ban out like Bram game 1, and then so we could just kind of like throw Bram's mid pool at them, considering he's a mid lane. He's literally a mid lane, but he had a split of jungle. So we just kind of just threw the fucking bus at them with that, and then yeah, worked out perfectly fine.
Interesting. And okay, so for game 2, they had a really good team comp. I would say their team comp was way easier to play than ours, with like a press R kind of wombo combo, and they played it well. They had a big lead, but you guys did bounce back. How was the, let's just say, how was the comms going in back then, and how did you guys pull yourself out of it?
Nate. It was Nate.
Nate happened.
Who's Nate?
It was Reflection.
Reflection.
Reflection's
Okay.
big brain.
Like,
Man was just like, I kill tower.
Bonk.
so like I knew that with like Hullbreaker coming through, right, that the Shen was gonna struggle to like hold me off in side lanes, especially if he's gonna be looking to be present in team fights as well with his ultimate. So my focus that game was to like draw him into the side lane, pressure those towers, and make sure that I was getting objectives on the opposite side of the map when obviously TP wasn't available. And I think the way we came about coming back into that game was I think I had my 2-out power spike, we had Owen mid lane, and Mia on the top side, and we knew that they were going to be looking to go and get their third Drake, I think it was. And so we were playing around that. Owen was pushing out waves a lot, so I used that knowledge in order to sort of, like they said, big brain it almost. Like we had him push out the wave around about the 25-second mark. It hit up near their tower with their wave around about the 22-second mark, and then we all rotated towards the Baron. And on spawn, we just decided to do the Baron while they were down in the bot lane looking for a pick. So we just got that free gold, that free XP, and then we were able to pressure using the Baron and get a lot of standing gold and just come back into the game that way.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was.
Yeah, with Sion was hard to fucking deal with on his own with the Hall break. As soon as he had Baron, they needed like fucking 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really like a game-changing call if I've seen any. Definitely kept you guys in the game, and then you just like snowballed out of it.
Mhm.
But then we went into the third game. right? I expected a triumph card by Hentai Haven here, but they wanted to make it fun for us and for you. I
Is
mean,
that the word that we're going for?
I think playing for fun, you know, and
I made it fun for Bram. He had a
Yeah, they
lot.
definitely.
did they did they spell Smurf?
They
with their
did.
Yes,
bands?
they did.
And
Yes.
they accidentally locked Riven when trying to spell Smurf
Smell.
with their band. Smell Smurf.
Yeah, he
Oh,
thought
wow.
he thought he was picking, and he insta-locked Riven
Thought he was
instead
banning.
of banning Riven.
And then Bram
I
decided
mean,
to give
to be
them what
fair,
they
the
wanted
Riven was
in
the
them.
best thing about that comp. You know what?
Yeah, he played it well.
I think their game 3 draft was actually the most scary and the best draft that they did.
Yeah, it was their best game of the series, that's for sure.
Although the Teemo was a little bit saucy, I must admit.
Listen, as caster, you didn't have to deal with it, Nate, because you were playing on your island in top lane, right? But I can tell you, each time this camera went on bot lane,
Oh my
we had to deal with a laughing ass Teemo, man. You see how tilted that is?
Oh no, that was screaming.
I missed XP to hit level 3. I missed a minion because I backed off to change my sound settings to get rid of that little prick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
This little game.
Right, Valk might have won the war, but he definitely won the battle.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
bot
that's-
lane was like the mental gap was insane.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
just curious. How does this work? Do we have an MVP for the series?
Yeah.
Well, we actually haven't decided on an MVP.
Yeah, he wants to suck himself
me
off,
and Jeff.
doesn't he?
What do you think, Jeff?
Oh, it's gotta be okay. You're putting me onto the spot right now with 5 boys. Whoever I said, the rest four of them is gonna go after me. This is not good.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
We're just
I
If
mean,
it's-
we're all in
we
a
Nate
try
game.
or
to be
Bram,
we
then it's a
try to
robbery.
be objective as possible. See, I don't have a favorite child as the coach of this team, so
Okay.
I would say like each played like their own part really well, being in the team for the whole spell. Now I'm speaking not as a caster, but as the coach, guys. And I would say this team, without the main carry, the main focus, which is Bram, it could have been maybe it could have worked, but I can't really see it.
Of course.
And Bram is a big reason we're winning. I mean, surely everyone is doing something right. Like I don't
Yes,
think
of course.
like we can win the game without Kali shot calling or without a mid laner that is like Kraft. By the way, shout out to Kraft. He's not here today, but
I think Bram has
I'm
a shout
sure.
out for someone else to do with
Yeah,
Craft.
Bram has a shout out.
We'll get to the shout out. We'll get to, he just got into my head, right? But definitely for me, it's Bram. Maybe not for the final, right? But definitely for the whole split. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, hard
Bram's
agree,
been
actually.
completely
Yeah,
vital to our success as a team. Like, and I think as much as he oozes that complete crackhead energy, we love him, and I don't think that honestly, like, anything would have been the same without him. So I just want to say a big thank
That's
you to you,
extremely
dude.
cute.
I
And
don't know what I'd do without the dad jokes at
Yeah,
the start
no,
of every
I'll
game.
tell you what. He might be neurodivergent, but he's good at League, and he's a nicer person to have around.
yeah, he is.
I'm tearing
Yeah.
up.
All right, guys. Do you have any shout outs you would like to make?
Oh, of
Bram.
course.
Do you want to go from top? Do you want to go from top to bottom instead of just?
Just
Okay,
go
okay.
for Bram.
We'll start. No, we'll start. Okay, we'll start with Bram since Bram really wanted to make a shout out,
Yeah,
and then we'll
well,
go with the rest.
Kraft has been an amazing player. Like we need to shout him out. Like very good guy. I'd love to be his brother. So Kraft. I also want to shout out your sister. You know, if you can help me out, wingman. You know, pass a few numbers over. Like we can sort this out. DM. I'll hear back from you.
Okay. Okay. All right. And do you have any shout outs, guys? Kali?
Shout out Key. He's my slime. I'm trying to purchase something still from him, but nothing
Alright.
else.
Okay. Nate?
I want to shout out to my top lane coaches, Van, Theorem, and Axel. They have been sort of teaching me about matchups and itemization and Honestly, it's sort of what enabled me to be able to play the role for this series. And that way, and my incredible hands, because we all know that I'm a mechanical god. And and also want to thank my mid lane coach Dayfire for getting me ready for this final as well. Like in case I was playing mid, so.
Well, as your coach, I would like to thank them as well because you did a very awesome job in each of your matchups, by the way.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Owen, man, we haven't heard anything from you.
Yo.
This was your first VL experience, right?
Yeah, it was.
How was the experience?
First experience playing fives. It was great. I have a lot of fun playing with these guys. They're all most of them are good. Yeah.
Most of them. Okay. Alright.
Bram's maybe when Bram's not being toxic. No, I've loved playing with these guys. They're all great.
I love you, Owen, man.
Yeah, been a good time.
Alright, and Valk.
Oh, dude. Man, what a
We don't
fucking
need to hear
split.
from him.
Oh, shut up, man. I'm retiring after this game. We're done now. That's it. I'm out. I came back for one split. I won and I'm leaving. Unless CLT offer me a spot. Up the boys, CLT. I miss you, Shenzhen. No,
Alright.
it's been a fucking brilliant split. These lot are just top tier. Especially Owen, man. Only started playing the game like a year ago and he just won on his first split here. Like, as a legitimately very good part of the team as well. Not just being carried. So, up the boys, Owen.
Yeah, I would say like the biggest pleasure to see was the improvement that Owen would make each week.
Yeah, I agree. It was so much fun playing with him on bot lane. He's so much better now than he even was last week, let alone at the start of the split.
I mean, he had some decent ping this series, and
True, with his new setup.
he had a setup, so.
Finally.
Oh, and you, Goob, as well. Big shout out to you. My coaching job.
Alright,
the
thank you.
boys.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Although I remember your initial drafting when I first joined the team was a little bit sussy. So
Listen, when I joined the team, I told them I'm gonna terrorize some drafts, but I promise, as we go on, they will get better, and I hope I delivered. I don't know.
Well, you're the reason I'm a Nautilus one
Gabe,
trick.
Gabe, I feel bad for your co-caster here because at this point you're just having a conversation with your team.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I mean devs here. All right, boys. Congratulations on the win. Jeff, do you have any questions to ask the boys? Sorry if I took my time because these are my players. I just wanted to ask
I mean
stuff.
that's it's good to see the family reunited. I mean, again, I'll just round this up. Again, all the lads here, congrats on your win. Honestly, it's been a great split, and you guys performed absolutely brilliantly. Brought us so many good shows and good series and good games and good moments. So thanks for that, and thanks for everyone who's watching. It's been a very fantastic split, and just seeing, following these players, following these teams, it's been a journey for all of us, and we're really proud. We're really happy to bring you all these games here, and until next time.
If we have one more time for shout out villains.
Okay, I did the whole thing, and then you're like, okay, now I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Go on. Please.
No, it's just our other coach, Villains. He did some pretty fucking sick prep for us and research, and everyone just completely neglected him. So we just had to get that in there before the end.
Who's that guy? I've never met him before in my life.
All right, send it off, Blaze. Send it off.
Okay,
Cut it
send
off, Blaze.
Okay, now I have to do the same shit all over again. Okay, no, but again, yeah. Well, any more outs before I continue?
No. We're
The
good now.
Prime organization.
Shout out to
Prime
all
org
of
OP.
Prime Galaxy.
Yeah.
Content org. That's
Collab
it.
sisters. Yo.
Prime OP.
And also the org has been amazing. So
Yeah, they
thank
have.
you guys, and thank you for it's a big family. Thank you. That's it. Goodbye.
Right, and that's the end of this split. Division 4. This is Jeff. I'm joined by Goobooks here, and our producer, British Blaze. Thank you so much for all the hard work everyone here at VL has done, and we'll see you next time.